I'm still bugging out that Subriel Matias got a pay-per-view coming up, and it literally costs more than Fury versus Usyk 2. And that's why I keep talking about America, man. Like the American boxing scene is crazy, bro. I think that pay-per-view that pay-per-view they doing for Subriel, I think that joint is like $30, right? And $30 don't mean nothing but context. Bro, watching Fury versus Usyk 2 gonna cost less than that. So what I look like giving that to you to fight some nondescript cat? Yo, America's crazy. Yo, that's all I can say. Like, it's crazy out here, the stuff that goes on. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. Gooch, what it do? Batman, what it do? Real talk, what it do? It just doesn't make any sense, dog. Like, I'm gonna give you $30 to fight some nondescript cat. I'm gonna give you $30, and Usyk versus Fury 2 is less than that. It makes no sense, bro. So you know, it's a lot going on. Devin piping up, right? And that kind of irritated me. I talked about why in the video that I uploaded, but for those that missed it, it's like, bro, you ain't even bringing a belt to the table, and you know he gonna be hard to negotiate with because he think he supposed to get 4 and 5 every time he get out, you know, or even forget 4 and 5, even 3 and 4. That's a lot of dough, bro. It would be easier for Eddie to not deal with you. That's why you got to bring in Turkey, because you know Eddie ain't about to be out here just, yeah, here's 5 mil, Dev. Nah, they tried it with you, bro. They tried it. Top Rank tried it. Matchroom tried it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man. Meanwhile, Teofimo is in limbo again. Bruh. American boxing scene is so meh. It's just so meh. They talking about that Bam and Choco fight. I'm not against that fight. I'm not. I think it would be a fun fight to watch. But it's like I said in a video. You fight that dude and you complete the set. You fought the 4 kings. And you know, that is dope for a kid that young. That I think Bam is an excellent fighter, you know? It's just that I see what so many people are saying about Quadras and Gallo and Soar, that, oh yeah, he fought them, but they wasn't really who they was. I dig that. I still think it's a great resume for a kid that age, on top of beating Sonny Edwards for the IBF. He wasn't past his prime. He's a great fighter, you know? But I mean, yeah, if they made the Choco fight, I would watch it. That's kind of what I want to discuss on the panel tonight. Which fight would the people on the panel prefer to see for their entertainment? What would they prefer to see Bam do after this Guevara fight? So let's get into it. Man, this political stuff is getting crazy, dog. They mad at dude because he told a Puerto Rican joke. Meanwhile, Chevy Camaro Harris was on Club Shay Shay. They trying to squeeze everything they can out of these last few days, man. They going crazy. I don't know, man. These are strange times, man. These are strange times. Going crazy out here. But you know me, dog. I'm going to chill. If Bam takes the shit to the heart, he might get Choco out before the halfway point. We'll see. Ignacio, what would you rather see, bro? If it's up to you. Would you rather see, you know, because he's available, like the winner of Martinez versus Ioka is not available. That's why I don't have them as an option. They're not going to be available. If they're fighting in December in their rematch, they ain't going to be available by February. So what would you rather see? Bam versus Choco or Bam versus Fumalele Kafu, WBO champion? He beat Kosei Tanaka for the BO. What would you rather see?
Based on name recognition, of course, Choco. because that's the bigger name.
Mm.
And he's the guy that most people know from this last era of guys that were in that 112, 115 range. The thing is Bam gonna move up or is Choco coming back down?
Nah, I mean, I would imagine that Choco would move down. I would imagine that he'd go back to 115. I know why you say that because the fight that he just had in Nicaragua, that was at bantamweight. That was at 118.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine that Choco would have to move back down, right? I imagine. Well, Bam gonna move up for no belt. I'm just gonna fight you for no belt. You know,
True, but then can Choco get back down to 15? Is the $1 million question.
bro, that's on him, dog. His low ass. What I heard 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, was that he was gonna shoot for a title at 118. I heard that. But I don't know what he gonna do now. Like, look, man, you could put him in there with what's this kid? Tenkai? Is that his name? Something. The
He
dude
holds what belt?
he got like I think he got the BF. The dude got like 9
Oh,
fights.
okay. I'm 118. Yeah.
Yeah, he dude got like 9 fights. Like it's even because yes, is he younger? Yes. Is he fresher? Yes. But he's a lot less experienced. And he got a suspect engine. He gassed out with Maloney and he gassed out who else he gassed out with? Not just with Maloney, it was with somebody else too. So I mean he could do that. It's just Choco, like you gotta be real. He fight a dude for a belt at 18. That's probably not gonna pay him what fighting Bam will pay him, right?
I don't
Right?
know, I don't know, Jules. They love Choco in Japan.
I ain't
He
saying
got
they
paid
don't.
well all that time he was there.
Hey,
So, I mean, I can't imagine they're going to give him peanuts if he
no,
was
not
to
no,
take
no,
on
no,
that
not
dude.
peanuts, not peanuts, because I believe they will pay him. Remember, he's still in bed with taking promotions. They still fuck with him and all that. But I guess it's just what payday do you think is bigger? A belt at 118 undertaken, or a fight with Bam at 115 for Matchroom?
But the $1 million question is, does Eddie overpay Choco for that fight?
Wait a minute, that's the other thing. Eddie ain't even the one doing it. It's supposed to be Turkey.
Ah,
Ah,
okay.
ah. It's supposed to be Turkey in February. I mean, let me go to real talk. Real talk. If it's up to you, because let me lay the foundation. The winner of Ioka versus Martinez, they're fighting in December, so they won't be ready by February. So that rules the winner of that fight out, whoever it
So they're
is.
fighting New Year's Eve?
Yeah, that's Ioka shit, bro. He
Ah,
fights
okay.
that's his shit. He love fighting on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That's his traditional shit. But the
Well,
winner of that fight, whoever it is, they're out. So you got Fumalela Kafu, WBO champion. He beat Kosei Tanaka. A lot of people don't know him, but he does have a belt. Would be a unification match. You got that dude. And then you got Chocolatito, who, yes, he has name value, but we all know Choco ain't Choco.
Nah,
Who would you rather see?
we want the unifications, bro. So if it were up to me, my money and my dollar, I want Kafu for the unification, and then if you want a voluntary title defense, you could do Choco.
Country, what you think about that? If it's up to you, and you got to choose for Bam in February, Choco or Fumalela Kafu unification match, what would
Kafu.
you rather see?
Fumalela Kafu.
Kafu.
Kafu, no question.
So that's one for Choco, two for Kafu.
Tulani and Beke.
Fumalela Kafu.
That's my shit, man. I was so mad when he got banned because I'm like, damn, for the
No,
next
you
4
got it,
years.
Jules. I found your replacement for him. It's Thulani and Benge. He's a light heavyweight right
but
now.
it don't hit like Zolani, bro.
It does.
I feel like I'm in Kenya when I say that shit, bro. Like I could see the leopards. And
Fuck up, bro.
Sounds just like it, man.
I could see the shit. Like I'm out there, bro. This motherfucking snakes biting me and shit. Got malaria, all type of shit. It's fucking great, bro.
Fucking malaria.
Bro,
Fucking Jules wants to picture himself on safari.
for real, I'm on safari out here. Because it's a thing that I see people that they trying to hold off on giving Bam credit, and I don't agree with those people. You feel me? I don't look at it that way. But they saying, "Oh, Quadras was old. Oh, Gallo was old and inactive. Oh, Sor was old." Like they just basically criticizing him in a way that, yeah, you beat them dudes, but they was old. And I'm like, well, if he fight a
Well, at the end
champion,
of the day, if you want to play that game, bro, Cotto was old.
right,
Mosley was old. Pacquiao was old.
right.
So I don't want to hear that. Oh, he was old. Or he's fighting the who's who in his division, and I feel like it's that's rubbing the Americans the wrong way because they know that their favorite fighter isn't doing the same thing that Bam is doing.
Thank you so much, because that's what I suspected. That you just looking for something bad to say. That's
The
what you
same
looking
exact shit
for.
with the new way, bro. Same exact shit.
Because
Oh, he's
if
ducking
it's
MJ.
cool, if
Y'all don't
it's
even fucking
cool,
know what MJ is.
if it's cool for Javante, how old is Loma now? How old is
Motherfucker,
he?
37.
Bro, if it's cool for him to pursue a 37-year-old Gallo wasn't even 37 when Bam fought him, right? He wasn't 37.
No, he turned 34.
Yeah, you see the fuck I mean? It's like,
So
yo,
it's like if those guys are old, then you shouldn't be advocating Canelo to fight Crawford, right? Because he's old, right?
he's fucking 36 going on 37.
Come on,
you know?
now.
Shit is crazy. Shout out to the Gooch. Watching the Dodgers kick the Yankees' ass. Yeah, they beating their ass. And listening to the live, yo, my Yankees getting their ass beat, bro.
Oh,
Shit.
Word like
That
that.
shit. That shit the other day.
Damn.
That walk off home run the other day, bro. I was like, oh shit. I shouldn't have talked no shit. I shouldn't even told motherfuckers I used to watch baseball. I shouldn't have said shit. It's my fault, y'all. Fuck it. But yeah, man, you know, they just don't want to give Bam his flowers. And it's like, once again, what I notice is Bam is not a guy that gives you a lot to complain about, because those are the somebodies in that division. Those are some of the bigger somebodies in that division, and that he's fighting them quickly. That it don't take real long for Bam to fight somebody that matters. It's like all you could say is, "Oh, they were old," because you don't want people to think of Bam as, yo, he might be getting towards that top 5. You know, he
Well,
might be.
it's fighters like Bam and Inoue that pull back the curtain on all the drama and bullshit that Americans like to play when it comes to fights. That, you know, it actually doesn't take all that much to just fucking fight the fights.
In one sentence, because that's what I've been trying to say. It doesn't take this production, this dog and pony show, to get big fights done. Inui does it, Bam does it, and the excuse is gonna be, oh, well, they little dudes. Well, get your big ass in there, then, you so big and bad. You know, I seen Devin. He was calling Jack Catterall out. Am I the only one that got irritated when I seen that? Because I got irritated when I seen that. Like,
Bro, it's crazy how, like, it's not even that we don't like Devin. It's just
Hey,
that,
Jules,
like, bro,
I saw that
shut the
tweet.
fuck up.
I saw that tweet where he responded to Jack. I fucking put, settle your lawsuit with fucking King Rai first before you talk about another fight.
bro, the shit is, I got irritated because I knew he talking like he gonna make it easy. Bro, you gonna make it anything but easy. It would be easier for Jack to fight the winner of Pato versus Hitchens. That's
Bro, he's
easy.
talking like he gonna sign the first draft contract.
Yeah, and no, the other shit that pissed me off, I did a whole video about it, is that he said, oh, the only man that could make this fight is Turkey. I'm like, the only man? Fuck you mean the only? I know what it is. You thinking they got to give you 6 for Jack Catterall, bro? You need 5 and 6. For, man, get up. Yo, don't even fight, bro. Don't fight, motherfucker. Don't fight.
Yep, exactly, Jules. He let Richardson Hitchens fight Liam Paro because he was out here demanding $4 million.
Exactly. That slipped my mind when I was making a video that, yo, before it went to Hitchens, they was saying that, oh, they offered it to Devin. And I knew Devin wasn't going to take it, because it's like, bro, this dude probably want 4 and 5 for little old Liam Paro. These numbers are not doable, and these kids don't want to understand that, because they just want what they want. They're kids. Like, 4
But
for Liam,
in
bro.
all honesty, bro, I gotta blame Eddie Hearn, bro. Like, you were busy overpaying Haney. Like,
That
you
is
were
true.
letting him run his mouth about Loma when you know good and goddamn well he wasn't asking for the fight. Like, you gassed this guy's ego up so much that now he can't even
He
come
did
back and
create
realize
that
that
problem.
Sandor Martin isn't a fucking $1 million fight, bro.
he on some real shit. We do gotta give him a little bit of smoke. I mean, like, yeah, we got to give him smoke for that because Devin's financial demands are really all based on what the zone was paying him, and they were paying him well above market. But like, yo, you not a three when they was giving him you not a $3 million fighter, bro. Hell no, you
Yeah,
got
like
3 mil for
I'm not somebody.
Linares.
Yeah, like I'm not somebody who hates on Matchroom or Eddie Hearn. I think he's actually a great promoter, and they're doing a lot of good for boxing. But
But
that
they
really
created that
fucked up.
problem.
They created the problem of the overpaid fucking American fighter, bro.
Well, at least
Jules,
with Devin, because the problem was technically already there, and they were just trying to keep up with the Joneses. That
Yeah.
hey, if we want to get Devin, we gonna have to pay. We gonna have to pay a lot. Go ahead,
No,
Ignacio.
yeah, be fair.
oh, I was just gonna say, I think Devin's true value is exactly what was offered for the Sandor Martin fight, and now he's fucking butthurt because that's his real value.
Well, yeah, his
No, I
market
mean
value
no,
got
because they
exposed.
put him on pay per view. It's not like that, bro. You've been on pay per view in America, I should say, because the Cambosos fights weren't pay per views here. They were pay per views in Australia. But come on, we know if it's a pay per view in Australia, they buying it for George, bro. They ain't buying it for you. They buying it for George. Here, you've been on pay per view what 3 times? 3 times. The Lomachenko one didn't sell that much. It was like 130 or 150, right? It didn't sell that much. And the Prograis one, I mean, I just don't imagine that sold a lot. If you remember the undercard, it wasn't a lot on there,
That's
bro.
right. That was a fucking pay per
It's a
view.
fucking pay per view, bro. And it shouldn't have
Bro,
been, by the
stupid,
way.
bro.
It shouldn't have been
No,
like, bro,
it
you
definitely
versus
shouldn't have
Regis
been.
is a pay per view, dog. Like, you bugging. And
Like, well, you think they at the barbershop talking about fucking Regis Prograis and Devin Haney?
you think they sitting around talking about Devin's motherfucking jab, dog? Like, I thought about the Catterall fight. I'm like, don't even make that shit. That shit is gonna be trash. You think about that fight is right up there with the Sandor Martin fight, bro. That
The
shit is
battle of the
trash.
poke and jab, bro.
Nobody want to see that shit. I'd rather see Catterall versus Spotto. I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, Devin could be great. Devin could whatever. I don't want to see that shit. It's gonna be boring, and I don't want to see that shit. Fuck out of here. So we seen the Fury shit. Fury's talking all his bullshit that they need less voices in the corner. That's just another way of saying John ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, right. Like, just say it out loud. Say what we're all
For
thinking,
real.
bro.
You just saying John ain't, because the one that was hooping and hollering like if Sugar's the head trainer, it really shouldn't be nobody talking but Sugar. John the one, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be nobody but Sugar talking. John the
Yeah,
one.
like, what the fuck did John Fury do in boxing to fucking be listened to?
Bro, he got knocked the fuck out. That dude
Yeah.
used to look like Orlando Bloom. If you look at the tape on him, he used to look like Orlando. He had like the curly shit from Troy. Remember the
Fucking
motherfucker?
John?
Yeah, he had hair, bro. He
What
had
the
mad
fuck?
hair, bro.
They
Like,
weren't born like that?
nah, bro. He looked like, if you see, who's seen Troy, the little skinny
No,
brother.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He had like the Greek joint, like the
Yeah,
he had
Jules,
like he had like
the
a
fake
swashbuckling mustache and shit.
the fake Gladiator movie that Orlando Bloom made.
For real, like he got his ass beat in that shit too. That fat dude whoop his ass. That fat dude and his brother was laughing at him. I love that scene. He's beating his ass. But yeah, like that. John had a pro boxing career. He had a bare knuckle career and he had a pro boxing career. A lot of people say he exaggerates, which isn't hard to believe, that he exaggerates about his bare knuckle career because that's underground clubs. Anybody could say anything. You might be like on some Frank Duke shit, but as a pro, there's videos of him getting his ass beat. Like, yeah, there's videos of him. I seen at least one where he got knocked the fuck out, B. He was young. He was slimmer. He was young, and he got knocked the fuck out. That's what he did in boxing, to answer your question. That's what he did. Got knocked the fuck out. And he's in the corner shouting at Fury. It's like, bro, what you gonna tell him? What you gonna tell him? Well, because you fought guys like Usyk? Go ahead, bro. Just sit your ass down. Just relax. We ain't seen or heard a lot from John neither since that fight.
No, he's been pretty quiet.
Thank fucking God.
For real. Thank
Can
God.
we just like take a second
He's
to
been busy
appreciate?
training Huey, Jules.
No, Peter trains you, and Peter's the opposite of John. Peter don't yell, he don't hoop, he don't holler, he don't want attention, and I could tell he killed a
No,
couple
I like
motherfuckers.
Peter, bro.
I like Peter, like he got that homicide in him. I could see
No,
that,
no
like yeah,
beans.
he killed motherfuckers. I could tell. Shout out to Peter, bro. Shout out to killing
No,
motherfuckers,
he's
man.
definitely put a couple bodies in the river.
Shout out to putting bodies in the river, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yo, like I don't really expect anything. I'm not expecting any surprises. I'm just not. Fury's a hard guy to have faith in because it's like this is what I thought. You are better than the slow guys. Yeah, you better than them. You faster than them. You box better than them. But none of those things. You don't do none of those things better than this guy. And he has a better engine than you, which that was kind of one of Fury's strengths, that he can outlast his opponent. That as the fight progresses, he'll be all right. He has good powers of recovery. But this guy has a better engine than you, bro. So I'm not expecting any surprises.
Someone said
December.
John got
Right.
neutered.
I actually saw an article the other day about that. They were saying that basically Tyson was like, elevated, but he's never really fought anybody good, and they likened him to similar to Deontay Wilder in that way, that he pretty much hasn't really beat anybody of like really good stature.
I mean, because I'm not gonna. I don't like him, country. Like I don't got time for Fury. But in fairness, he did beat Klitschko.
Yeah,
He
see,
did
hold
beat
on.
him.
I was gonna talk about that. I was like, that the one good guy he did beat was Klitschko. You can argue he kind of caught like in how do you say
Lightning in a bottle, bro.
no, not even that. It's that you caught Klitschko at a time where he was complacent in his reign. So who knows what kind of Klitschko would have showed up to that rematch, and you didn't go through with it, and that's why I don't really give you as much credit for that Klitschko fight as I would have if you went through the second with the rematch.
I give him credit for it in the sense that, you know what? The deck was stacked against him. It wasn't in the UK. It was in Dusseldorf. He had to go to Vlad's neck of the woods. That's where Vlad was based out of at the time. He was the betting underdog. So I give him his flowers for that. The thing is that if you saw the fight, it wasn't impressive, bro. It's not like Billy Joe Saunders versus David Lemieux. It's not like that. It's just a big ass man fencing and fit. It's like, yo, this shit
That
hard to
fucking
watch.
fidgety shit he do.
Yeah, it looked like
It was the heavyweight. It was
looked
the
like
heavyweight. Oh, my bad.
It looked like the shit is buffering. That's what they look like. Like
he
they was
just
both
skinned him,
buffering.
bro.
I was gonna say, Jules, it's the heavyweight version of Haney Prograis. That's what it looked like.
No, even Haney Prograis had at least a knockdown. There was at least one. That shit was really just them fencing and fainting. It looked
Bro,
like
Fury fights like he's doing a time loop lap, bro. Like when they do the fucking time lapse.
I was gonna say
just
he
start
fight like he
fucking-
Michael J. Fox. Like he got that Parkinson.
Ah,
Shit.
damn.
Fucking burning
Got that-
hell. He's
got that Parkinson's, bro. He got
Jesus
some
fuck.
shakes. You know what I'm saying? He Freddie Roaching it out here. Shout out to
that's
Freddie
fucking
Roach.
funny, bro. Damn, that's
No,
fucked up, bro. He said Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roaching it out here, B. Motherfucker all nervous. Like
Fucking shit.
my memory of Fury, because I heard about him quite a bit. I didn't, at that time, I didn't watch a lot of UK heavyweights at that time. We're talking about before 2015. The renaissance of British boxing really begins 2015 onward. That's when things really start picking up and it becomes normal for Americans to watch Brits. But before that, I heard about him. And whenever I would see him, I'm like, why is this big ass man fighting so nervous? You just nervous. Like you about to start Harlem shaking up. Like, why are you so motherfucker all
Oh my
big for
God.
nothing, bro? Like
That fucking impression is fucking
big ass man fighting so nervous, bro. That's why when I seen Americans gravitate towards him for no other reason than he beat Wilder, who he's really the guy that beat no one. Wilder, you didn't beat nobody, dog. No one. You got 40-something fights of nada.
Bro, he beat King Kong Ortiz, bro.
I'm saying that's
And he had to
cool.
cheat and get saved to do it.
That's the other thing.
That's crazy.
Country got a good memory. They was in New York. I think it was between the 8th and the 9th. It was either between the 7th and the 8th or the 8th and the 9th. Ringside Doc comes over to buy him time. It's like, bro, we all know what you're doing.
He
bro.
literally walked him around the ring for almost a full minute. Who does
Exactly. Shit ridiculous. And that's why I don't like the PBC, because they don't even got ring girls, bro. Pro Box got titties, they got ass, they got assholes. All you got is dumb shit like that at the PBC. Yeah, ringside dot.
PBC, all their
Jules,
champions are gay.
Jules,
Bro,
look
they
at the
only do,
difference. Look at the difference in ownership. A thieving music promoter and a cocaine dealer. Enough
Who
said.
the fuck you think has all the women?
check the shit out. Check the shit out. They only did 5 fights, yo. And that's why the media nauseates me. Y'all not gonna say, y'all really gonna act like nothing is wrong and nothing happened, and all they did were 5 fights this
Yeah,
whole
and the
year.
last one got canceled. They don't want to fucking talk about this.
Not even 6, bro. Not even half. I mean, really, half would have been 7 if they would have did 7 shows, because they said 12 to 14. Y'all really did 5 fights and packed it up, and 2 of them was Canelo fights. So I don't give y'all credit for those. Like, bro, it's Canelo.
Yeah,
Canelo
fucking
going Canelo
funds his own shit.
for real. Like Canelo going Canelo. So I don't even count them shits. What was it? 2 Canelo fights, 2 Tim Tszyu
Because
fights.
in reality, you
And a
gotta
tank fight.
really fucking count the ones that they themselves funded and produced and made happen. Like, and Canelo, like you said, Canelo's gonna do Canelo shit.
But
So the
that's
shows
what's
y'all did, y'all only
crazy.
did 3 or 2. 3.
That you know his fights pay for themselves. So we can't act like y'all did that. Like, bro, Canelo's fights is gonna Canelo, bro.
You could argue his fights paid for the other ones.
That's a real argument. Like, think about it. The last Tim Tszyu fight, they didn't pay for that. They didn't. No Limit paid for that. So that shit don't even count.
Because
right?
we all know that Ryan Garcia and Tank paid for Crawford and Spence.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that was the days of Showtime. Them days is over.
They were on their last leg in the days of Showtime.
The days of Showtime. If we look at this year, 2 Canelo fights, right? But we can't act like y'all the ones that like Canelo's fights make themselves possible. In other words, we can't put that on y'all. The ones y'all paid for, the Tank fight, and Tszyu versus Fundora.
One of the fucking Tim Tszyu fights.
Well, yeah, the
Limit
Fundora
paid for the other one.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't no PBC fighters on it, bro.
Fuck, bro. 2 fights.
No, and now the rumor is that they're gonna do it all over again. They're gonna do Benavidez on the undercard of Gervonta. It's like, oh, so y'all gonna start next year the same way y'all started this year, and this was not a good year for them. And it's just, to me, it's jarring that nobody at Boxing Scene, nobody at Bad Left Hook, the podcasters aren't talking about it either. That they only did 5 fights and packed it up. 5. Last year, if you go to last year's calendar, I believe they did in between 16 to 19 fights. Before that, it used to be more than that. Before that, it was between 36 and 40 between Fox and Showtime.
Bro, and there's still 2 months left in the fucking year.
Bruh. And nobody's talking about it. We still got to play these games. I don't know what to call it, but DEI games. And I'm like, bro, why y'all acting like Al Heyman is qualified when he clearly not?
Bro, PBC is the affirmative action sanctioning body, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, yo, if the dude was really out here getting it, then we would just say, yeah, that dude is getting it. Bro, you went from like 19 fights last year to 5. How the fuck are you a genius? How? Where?
That's crazy, bro. That's a crazy ass narrative for them to keep on trying to put up.
And the shit is that you still got people that's over there now. Do the math. How you supposed to accommodate that many fighters doing 5 fights in a calendar year?
Because other people are accommodating their fighters.
Hey, Jules, but then didn't they trim their roster down to like less than 80 guys now?
Well, I mean, a lot of people left. I mean, we know that. A lot of people left. Elvis Rodriguez left. Jahan Ingram left. Richardson Hitchens Ben left. Matias left.
Brandon left.
Brandon Lee left. He went to Queensbury, which is fucking weird.
Technically wild.
Which is fucking bizarre.
Like, what the fuck is Frank Warren going to do with Brandon Lee? Like, what you going to do with it? Like, I ain't hating. I'm saying, like, he's a UK promoter, bro. Like, you would have been better off going
to... That's the Korean kid, right?
The Korean Mexican kid.
Yeah.
He half Korean, half Mexican.
I think I remember
Like,
seeing one of his fights in one of the
he
bars.
should have went to Golden Boy. Like, yo, you need to be
Yeah.
protected, right? You need soft touches and
You
shit,
need to
right?
be protected.
Go to Golden Boy, bro. Like, Oscar know what to do. He might fuck you
That's
in your
funny as
ass,
fuck.
but he'll know what to do.
You might get weird 3 a.m. texts.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You might have to do an ass clap Thursday with him, but
Hey, you want to see my asshole?
hey, Brandon Reed. Anyway,
I cannot
but
believe
he,
you went there.
bro, but he left. Wilder and Ruiz, they out of here. Ortiz is unofficially retired. Frankie Sanchez, bro.
And how many of their fighters haven't even fought in over a year? And it's like,
And this is what I'm
fuck.
saying. Even with the pool, because a lot of people left, but even with the amount of people that left and what they still have, how can you accommodate them with 5 fight dates? They literally only did 5 fucking.
Jules, they can't because look at how they were putting guys on other people's cards. Like Carmel Moten was on someone else's card recently, and then they have fucking
Right.
Barrios and
He was
Ramos
on
fighting
Danny Garcia shit.
on
Yeah.
Jake Paul's card.
Listen, if you Mario Barrios, like we know he has his limits. But if that kid is smart, you call Eddie. You just had a kid with Elmira. If you want to make money, fight Boots, because Virgil ain't gonna fight Boots in February. I don't believe that shit for a minute. Fight Boots in Riyadh season in February. Fuck it, get that money, bro. 2-3 mil, get that money, bro. You know, because
Boots isn't moving up, right?
no. That's they
Virgil definitely not
saying,
going down. So.
no, this the shit. They saying that Turkey want Boots and Virgil in February. But I'm just saying that, bro, on some real shit. I don't see that happening. I don't see that. You know, Oscar.
No, not unless Turkey overpays for it.
Not even with that, bro. Because
You don't think Oscar needs that onion?
My dude, the shit is that Virgil just looked human. He needs more time at 154. That's not hate, that's not love, that's not nothing. That's just me looking at it and saying, yo, do I really think they're gonna get down in February? No, that shit ain't gonna happen. We might get Stevenson versus Zepeda. We'll get that. But I don't think we're gonna get Boots versus Virgil. So the only reason they was talking about, Boots are gonna go to 54 was for the Virgil shit. My guess is, they can't do the Virgil shit. So instead, they get Boots a unification match. And because it's a Riyadh season show, it's a lot of dough. Maybe they could get some of these scrubs to fight now, like Stanionis. Stanionis was supposed to be boxing on one of them shows. That motherfucker fought once this year. You dumb motherfucker.
Stanionis is a jackass, bro.
Yo, he was on the Boxing Voice. He's not enough money. No, he's not. Oh, so you rather just not fight then, motherfucker. Basically, you rather fight once. You will be back at your mother's house in no time, bro.
These dudes literally look at shit completely ass backwards. Isn't 50% of something better than 100% of nothing?
That's what I'm thinking.
Bro,
Like,
Stanionis lives his life on a 6-month lease basis.
How's that nothing taste? How's that nothing? Taste good? Stupid motherfucker.
Fucking jackass.
Old motherfucking Lithuanian Caillou, bro. He's not enough money. No.
He's from a goddamn country that sounds like a fucking battery.
This shit sound like some shit you pour over a pork chop. Get the Lithuania. Let me get the Lithuania and sprinkle that. Let's get some Lithuania on that. You know what I'm saying? With the paprika. Shit crazy. It's like it, and even though he's not an American fighter, it goes back to what I was saying about he's influenced by Americans. His ideology is American. Why I go to Philadelphia and fight him there? Because you don't sell shit, you moron. You don't. If you sold out a stadium in Lithuania, because he said that if they know me, I am sports.
That's such a fucking It's an American concept to be like, why I have to travel. Well, bitch, because that's how it fucking works sometimes.
Because you don't sell shit. If you sold shit, then I would back you. But you don't sell shit, my guy. None of y'all sell nothing. So getting Hasadiddy, y'all dudes just scared to lose. The silver lining, though, is because I do not expect Virgil to fight Boots in February. Maybe Turkey will put some money up to get Boots a unification. Maybe. Maybe we get that instead. The reason I do think Zepeda is going to fight Shakur in February, not just the money, but because Shakur's coming off a surgery.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
what I
a
wanted
good
to
time
get
to
to.
fight him.
What are the differences in their activity going to be come fight day if they do it in like February?
Well, remember, fucking Zepeda's about to fight next month.
Oh,
So
okay, that's
He
good news.
fights in 2 weeks.
That's what I was
He's
wondering.
fighting
If he's
fucking
gonna squeeze
Tevin
in a
Farmer,
fight.
bro.
Fuck
So
yeah.
he's gonna be sharp. So that's why I think Oscar will let that one happen, because it's an opportune time to catch Shakur off of the surgery and the injury. William ain't been sitting on the shelf. He'll be coming off a win, and I think he's gonna beat Tevin. I think it's gonna be a fun fight, but I think he's gonna wear him out in the pocket. So I think we're gonna get that, but Virgil, nah, I don't see
Jules,
them letting that happen.
does Turkey overpay for Brian Norman?
Maybe. The shit is that when you got a dumbass dad that thinks he figured it all out, he's gonna fuck up your paper, bro. I already said that the reason they was acting stupid is because they think they have Teofimo in their back pocket. No, you don't. That stupid little motherfucker fuck up his own money and your money. You thinking stupid motherfucker? He's a stupid
Fuck
motherfucker.
up
Like,
his own money is funny as fuck.
you could
He
afford
does.
this year, bro. Like, you could
No, he
afford.
stay fucking up his own bag, bro.
So I figured, y'all got an attitude problem because y'all figured, well, we gonna fight Boots for when Teofimo right here, not realizing he's not really right here. He's dumb, bro. He's on the roof. Who knows what the fuck he gonna do? He's a moron, bro. He up there ice skating. So they figured we don't got to do no crazy shit because Top Rank is gonna set us up with that Lopez fight in the coming year. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see.
Hey, Jules. Speaking of guys who were fighting with their former promoters, how did Anthony Yard get on Ben Shalom's show if fucking Frank Warren said he was going to take his ass to court?
Because it's not a multi-fight deal. You'll notice that they announced that he was on the show, but they never announced that Boxer signed him. They didn't announce that. There's a difference. When they got Joshua Buatsi and Lorenzo Coley, they announced it. Multi-fight deal. With Anthony Yard, they didn't do that. And
because that's like, fucking Canelo going over to Matchroom for a few fights. Like, we signed Canelo. Like, nah, you got him for a few fights.
So I don't know that Yard had free agency. I don't know that he didn't. But what's saving Ben is that he didn't sign him. He didn't sign him. Oh, I think the liability is actually going to fall on Yard because Yard says that he has his own promotional company. He says that. So it's like, if you got that kind of autonomy, we'll see, But that shit probably ain't gonna happen for a minute anyway because they both acting stupid. I seen an interview with Yard and I got the impression that Buatsi ain't next. Like, so y'all just not gonna fight, huh? I don't fight. You could go fight Dan Aziz, and see what that do, because only motherfuckers go to Boxer is motherfuckers that want to stay domestic. That's the only motherfuckers that go over there. You ain't over there for nothing else. Ain't no belts over there.
This is the generation of the inactive fighter, bro.
For real. But that's just that dude. I'm not cutting him slack. I don't want to say I'm cutting him slack, but I kind of am. Anthony Yard, dude don't got no amateur background. Nothing. Already fought Kovalev. Already fought Better Beef. Lyndon Arthur 2 times. He probably feel, I've been taking hard fights. I'm a chill now. My name is worth something. I'm a chill now. And
yeah, I like Anthony Yard.
That's kind of why I'm not too hard on him. I'm like, this dude really went to Russia for Kovalev. This
Jules,
motherfucker's retarded.
but let's be honest though. Frank Warren had Anthony Yard on a tomato can bashing tour to get to that Kovalev fight.
No,
it wasn't like he was fighting killers to get to that number one contender spot.
No, he wasn't on. He was fighting tomato cans. I agree, he was. But he needed to because this dude don't got no Olympic Team GB. He don't have none of that. So he learning on the job.
It's
You know,
just like how when Canelo turned 16, it's
there
not
you
like
go.
it's not like he was fighting the best of his division. Like he didn't have an amateur background, so they gotta squeeze in learning fights, and you can't learn with some of the best guys out here.
Yeah, it's different from the Wilder thing because Wilder was an Olympian. He did bronze, so you're expected to hit the ground running. If you're an Olympian, you have an amateur background. Yard didn't have that, so yeah, he was beating up a lot of tomato cans. But what's the expectation? That dude don't have no amateur background. It's like, yeah. Whereas look over at Buatsi now. Who fought better people, Buatsi or Yard? And he's the one that has the great Team GB and all the bells and whistles. And the best dude you fought was Ricard Bolotniks. Come
A lot
on,
of
B.
fucking consonants in that last name.
Word, that motherfucker got T's and K's. Shit is crazy.
Pretty sure there's a fucking W in there.
Damn, this bitch been an old bitch forever. Fine old bitch, but I got it on Doom.
What do you think of Arslanbek Makhmudov against Boots?
Makhmudov? You talking about the heavyweight?
Heavyweight? What the hell?
No, hold on, I think I got him,
bro.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a record scratch moment right there.
Yeah, no shit.
Like you know what? I got Makhmudov in that one.
No, I agree, right?
You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, shit is crazy, and they really swerving this kid Yanni Beck, man. They really are though, cause it's been 2 weeks. Shiraz looked like he want to do something else. Carlos was talking that shit, but he just talking that shit. It's like, yo, that division is so ass, bro. How did that happen, bro?
Lara and Adamus, Jules, I don't take them seriously. They're like them fucking kids who got a big brother and they hide behind that motherfucker and talk shit and try to act tough.
Basically, like Lara, he's in some big butt bitches. He's somewhere in Orlando right now in some Cuban big butt bitch. I ain't mad at him. Like, hey, get that shit, Lara. Fuck it. I don't know where he find all them big butt bitches at, but he know how to find them. And Carlos, it's like, bro, like, why are you still over there? If Elvis went back to Top Rank, why didn't you? Elvis went back to Top Rank. They took him back, and he don't even have a belt. If you go back, they'll take you back. It ain't like you got a fight date coming up, motherfucker. Your motherfucking outfit did 5 fights. I can't get over that, yo. They really only did 5 fights, and nobody's gonna say nothing.
Bro, and Dan ain't trying to say a fucking thing about it because he was the main one gloating about PBC getting that Amazon deal.
Bruh.
Is that not where we got the idea that they would be doing 12 to 14 shows?
That's what Dan Raphael said, and
he's
he's not
the main one not saying shit.
It was his shit. It was his shit. The Substack, Fight Freaks Unite Substack. It's like, who are your sources, bro? Who you be talking to? 5 is a noticeable difference from 12 to 14.
I think he'd be getting all his information from the Watson twins, Jules.
Fuck around. Well, they feeding him some bad intel, like shit. But he should be the one to point it out. It shouldn't. In other words, aside from this channel, if you really pay attention, no other content creators are talking about it. They're not, and they need to be, because if you a boxing fan in America, you supposed to look at them and look at that example and say, this is what not to do.
Yeah, and the ones that are like 5K and under channels.
Yeah, like that. They're not big channels. That it should be news that the PBC told everybody. The story was, big Amazon deal, the marketing arm of Amazon, over 200 million subscribers, and all y'all did was 5 shows. That's it, and 4 of them were pay-per-views. Yo, that's crazy. And y'all not gonna talk about it though. Y'all not gonna do a video on it or nothing.
Nah, bro. Because if I'm Jeff Bezos, I'm like, man, get that shit off my app, bro.
Yo, Jeff probably don't even know that shit is there, bro.
High key, right?
Shit. Like, that motherfucker's on TRT, bro. If you look at
that motherfucker getting big.
That motherfucker getting cacked. Like, I might have to call him. Like, yo, what you using, bro? Shit, man, I'm fucking stuck right now. I'm fucking pissed. Can't get past this fucking 175. I'll figure it out. This is some isometric bullshit I'm supposed to do.
What to drop? What are you trying to do? What you mean 175?
Flat bench.
Oh, you can't push more than 175.
I'm trying to push it out, and it's like I can't do more than 8. I can't get out the 9th one, which is good because you want to go to failure. But I can't get the 9, and I've been stuck at 8 for I think what 3 weeks. I've been stuck at 8.
But you working out by yourself?
Yeah.
Nah, you could get 9 out. If you had an actual gym partner, somebody with you, like actually.
No, yeah. If I know
get that 9th out for sure.
I know. Like if I had if I was at going to a gym or whatever, and I had somebody to spot me, I could get that 9 out. But because I'm by myself, I'm like, shit, man, I got to be careful, you know.
Yeah, bar gonna crush your old ass chest.
It ain't gonna be that heavy. I mean, it's not that I'm worried about. It's that when you unrack the bar, I poked a hole in my couch.
No, man.
With the shit.
Your wife already seen it?
Nah, because I got this great couch cover that hides everything. I'm not even lying, bro. I'm not lying.
I like that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. I forgot. What is it they said when you hit a block? What is it you have to do? I think it's hold it for 2 seconds and then it's something like that. That isometric, some bullshit. I'll figure it out though. It doesn't fucking matter. I'll figure the shit out. Yeah, man. You know, Jeff's getting big, man. Like I don't know why Elon ain't on TRT. He should be, dog. Get on
Elon's
that TRT.
A pretty big dude too.
Yeah, Elon. Like, what's Elon like? What 6'4"? Right?
Yeah, I would say he's like 6'4".
Yeah, like get on some TRT, Elon. Get these. You got the hair shit going on, right? Remember that motherfucker was going bald. He wasn't hiding that shit either when he was young. Like, how you go from bald to Johnny Bravo? You got the Johnny Bravo shit. I woke up this morning, I seen everybody mad at that Puerto Rico shit, man. I'm like, yo, these is the weirdest elections ever, dog. Not even fuck the sides because I don't want to get political, but I'm like, yo, these is just the weirdest elections I ever saw.
I'm not gonna cap. I really haven't been paying attention.
Yo, Jules, but let me just give a little bit of context on that because I've seen some of that shit on Twitter.
I know that dude was a comedian. That dude is a comedian, bro. Like he's a roast guy. Like, and here's what it is. This is why I think it's worth talking about. The dude is a roast comedian.
Well, who said what?
He said that Puerto Rico is a floating island of garbage. Check it out.
Who the fuck said that?
The fucking comedian that they hired, right? But it's a bit. Like he was saying all type of shit. Like it's a bit. You know, he said. He was saying
a bunch of stereotypical racist shit, though.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
Jokes straight up, like that joke he made about him and his black friend cutting watermelons together. Who the fuck says that shit?
This the thing.
Oh, bro, that's fucking Tony Hinch.
Oh, that dude.
That's the roast. But this is what I'm saying. This is a dude. He's gonna say shit like that because that's what he do. He push the buttons. He say the taboo shit. That's normal to him. It ain't even like. I don't look at it as being political when you add the context of, he's a comedian and that's what he do. For example, who seen the Chappelle shit when he was talking about the trannies? Right?
But that shit was fucking funny.
No, that shit was funny. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm saying that, that's what comedians do, bro. That's literally
what they used to before 2016.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That if you think about your George Carlin, your Richard Pryor, that's what comedians do, bro.
I don't know about Carlin, Jules. Carlin was more satire, like political satire.
Think about like Bob.
Carlin would push the envelope, though. You have to agree on that. Carlin wasn't Cosby, bro.
No, but he wasn't saying shit like that. He wasn't saying, "Oh, Puerto Ricans live on a floating island of garbage."
No. You try sitting through either Don Rickles or Red Fox, okay?
No, forget it. Don Rickles, forget this. And my thing is this, because what I took away from what that dude was doing, y'all motherfuckers is wild sensitive, and I'm gonna make fun of y'all because of that. That's what I took away from that. But I'm not talking about the Puerto Rocks are sensitive or the black folk or the I'm not saying. I think he's doing that for the Democratic Party. That I fuck it, since y'all think we a bunch of racists over here. That's what I took away from that. I'm like, and that's without playing sides. That I heard the shit. I heard the shit, but I'm like, bro, I don't know about other people.
Jules.
I only know about me. Name calling and shit. I don't really get offended off of shit like that.
Yo, Jules, but real quick, the thing is with this dude, he has a history of doing wild, reckless shit like this. Like 3 years ago, he was at a comedy show where there was an Asian comedian who was fucking killing it on stage right before he went on, right? The Asian dude didn't really say no crazy, wild, racist shit. This motherfucker proceeds to go on stage right after him, and he has the nerve to call this dude, and it's documented, and people have verified it. This fool called the Asian dude a dirty little chink, and then started saying that anybody who laughed that was white at this Asian comedian's jokes was a race traitor. So this motherfucker ain't no roast comedian.
Bro,
He's an undercover racist. Like, what kind of dumb shit is that?
I'm sorry, but I heard that shit. I'm like, this dude can't be serious. The dude can't be serious. Like,
I don't know, Jules. To me, you say shit like that. That's not like, when is that funny?
Those are not the jokes. Those are not the jokes that I would tell. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Right? But to that dude, I think that dude's stick. I think his gimmick is being that brazen racist because some people find that funny.
Hey, look at Zerg's last comment. Highlight that shit.
I'm gonna give y'all an example. Jay probably gonna get mad at me for this, right? Let me give you an example. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I was scrolling through Twitter. I didn't make this shit. I don't think what happened is funny, by the way. What happened is not funny to that man. But a motherfucker made a cyborg George Floyd. And I lost it. I did. Like, motherfucker had
cyborg.
You're
lying.
Yo, we can rebuild. Yo, the motherfucker had the cybernetic.
You're fucking stupid.
Yo, listen. I don't think there was nothing funny about what happened to that man in real life. But when I seen that shit,
Oh.
and this, do you know what the humor for me was? These motherfuckers is out of line. That's what the humor that I got from it is. Wow, dog. These motherfuckers is you out of line, bro.
Y'all got some balls doing this. Y'all really do.
That's what I mean. So when I see the jokes, because I heard the jokes, I heard the bit, and I'm not gonna say it's a great bit. It's because it's not a great bit. Like, in general, it's not a great bit. But his humor is that he's willing to say things with the inside voice on the outside. He's saying things that he should be saying with his inside voice on the outside. That's his gimmick, and that's not new. That's that dude.
If I gotta put in what I think, what happened on that side, what they realized that we're in a time where people get a hard on for going against the grain and saying shit that isn't like that is taboo to say. And so when you bring a guy out there like that who says some shit like that in a place that you usually don't say things like that, it gets a lot of people like, wow, that's fucking ballsy, dude. I respect that.
Yeah, like
that's what they're playing on.
Would I have hired that guy? No, but not because of what he's saying so much. You're not that funny, is why I wouldn't hire that guy.
Yo, Jules, and that's the thing. That's the thing on Twitter. There was a couple of guys. I mean, I don't know for sure, but there was some dudes on Twitter literally saying, "I'm a stand-up comedian. I've worked with this fucking guy," and they're talking about, "I opened for this dude. I killed it in front of his audience, and then when he went on and he fucking bombed, he got mad at the openers for him bombing." So he just fucking sucks, bro. There's no two ways around it. He's a terrible comedian.
See, what I was going to say is I could understand the approach. I understand that approach. That if y'all motherfuckers gonna be this sensitive, we about to get crazy out here. I understand that approach, but I heard the bit, and it's like, oh, you trying to be an edgelord, you trying to be edgy. It's not funny, but you being edgy, like, oh, you saying all the shit.
Who
That's
y'all
his
talking about?
bit. The comedian that was at MSG yesterday at that Trump rally, that
Okay.
they gave the and this is because I don't want to argue anybody's politics. I'm just saying the shit that happened, and now the Democratic Party is using that ammunition to galvanize, try to galvanize the Latinos against the GOP, and I saw people that were at the rally, because they posted footage of them. Boricuas that was there. It was like, we don't give a shit about that. It was like, yo, I'm like, I see what the joke was. It just wasn't funny. I'm not overly sensitive either. I love stand-up comedy, and from a stand-up perspective, it wasn't funny. Not, oh, you shouldn't have said that. It's just not. Maybe it was poorly executed, but it wasn't funny.
Yeah. Yes,
When Chappelle was talking about the bull dagger joint that wanted to fight him, that shit was funny.
Oh yeah,
dog.
Dave Chappelle is legendary, man. I mean, it's
Oh,
like
Yo,
the thing.
Jules, just to give you, I kind of got into it with, I'm not gonna name names, bro, but I got into it with a boxing writer that's pretty well known over this whole situation. I literally kind of called out the bullshit that this dude's saying. Like, he was just terrible, right? And then he kind of tried to defend him by using Dave Chappelle as an example. And I said, my man, there's a big difference between Dave Chappelle and this fucking loser that is out here.
But the difference, yeah, but see, you got to take yourself out of it. I take myself out of it. What Dave said, and I love that bit. That bit was fucking gold. I don't give a shit. But I know I know that bit that Dave had, it's offensive to some people. Yeah, it is. They're not gonna like that. What saves Dave is it was executed so expertly. It's fucking funny, dog. It's funny. The difference that I see is comedians often ruffle feathers, bro. Like, look, in other words, that's why I'm such a big fan of Tony Baker, though, because he stays away from that kind of comedy. He doesn't do that normal white people. I don't. He talks about shit that's funny without doing that. Whereas so many people go down that path, but there are people that find that stuff offensive, and generally, stand-up comedy, yeah, a lot of that they offend people. They do, you know.
Yeah, because Jules, you take the roast, right? You seen any of the Comedy Central roast?
Not the new ones, but yeah.
I mean, some of the old ones, like Jeff Ross was there, right? He was at the Rob Lowe roast, and he just made note of light of the fact that there was no black people on the dais, and he said, "We actually booked two, but they're not here yet." And I'm like,
what a fucking asshole!
You see, I mean, but I found that funny. You know what I mean? And I'm black. He's white telling this joke, but I found that hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like that's what we forget is that comedy is subjective. That something you might not get at all. Somebody might find fucking busting funny. So. The guy fucking sucks.
Well, hey, I got a question for you.
That's the biggest. I think that's the biggest problem. I think in a sketch comedy show, that kind of a bit would work better than in a stand-up act, because if the comedy is, wow, this dude is bugging, right? If that's the comedy part, okay, that would work better in a sitcom or in a film or in a sketch comedy show than stand-up, because it's not that I think, oh yeah, it's more like it's executed poorly, bro. It doesn't come across the right way. That if the comedy of it is how jarring what you're saying is, like, yo, this dude is bugging. You got to tweak it, because it didn't make me laugh. I didn't laugh, I wasn't offended.
Jules, just real quick though. The thing is, I can't stand when people have double standards. Like this person that I was exchanging back and forth with earlier, I said, you can't compare Chappelle to this dude because of that whole LGBTQ thing that he did versus what this guy is saying, right? Like, at least what Chappelle said, some people said that shit was funny, and I think it was pretty damn funny too. But this shit that this guy was saying, it was just shit that literally fell flat on its face. And then also on top of that, I told the guy that I was communicating with, I let him know about the Asian joke that this motherfucker said, and then homeboy got offended and tried to act like he had the right to be offended. And I said, no, 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 no. See, bro, this is what I'm talking about. You want to sit here and say Dave Chappelle's doing X, Y, and Z, but as soon as I let you know this dude was out here making offensive, racist Asian jokes, now all of a sudden you want to be mad. It doesn't work that way.
I'll say this. I'll say that, and I can't use myself as an example of the populace because I feel like a lot of the people in the populace are looking to be outraged. I honestly feel that way. That
Oh yeah,
most
yeah.
most people out there are, and that's a general overview. That, in other words, I know that there are people out there that don't like Hispanics. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. You know why it doesn't offend me? Because I don't like some of you.
I got a question for you guys.
I don't like any of you.
I got a question for you guys, real quick. Robert Downey Jr.'s character in Tropic Thunder. Were you offended by that, or was that hilarious?
I don't. Can I say that the comedy of that? A lot of my friends love that fucking movie, dog. That they love. A lot of them. It's lost on me. I didn't. It's not that I thought it was.
That, Jules.
No, it's not. It's. I don't think you get in what I mean. That I'm not. I don't think it's taboo or this or that. I'm saying it just wasn't funny to me. Like, was this supposed to be funny? It wasn't funny to me.
It was more like satire against Hollywood. They were making fun of themselves.
I guess that may be what he's such a deep, because I tried to understand the comedy of it, but I'm like,
the comedy of Robert Downey Jr.'s character is that Hollywood is so arrogant and full of themselves that instead of casting an actual black actor for a big role, they would rather have somebody who is black fill in the role.
Oh, y'all talking about Bowfinger?
He talking about
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, like that.
Well,
That's
and I know that like I said, I seen people that they had a positive. A lot of my friends liked it. Like, yo, Rob is bugging. Like a lot of my.
Jules was like literally like before the film came out. Ben Stiller had test screenings done in front of African men, and a lot of them liked it. They positively.
That's what I'm saying. But for the comedy of it, the funny part, what is intended to be the funny part, for me, it was lost on me. Like, I didn't. It's not that now. This you shouldn't do. It was more like I'm not laughing. Like, it's not funny to me.
Yeah.
Yo, Jules, but then
because it was deeper than that. Because in the movie, like Robert Downey Jr. plays an Australian method actor, so he's Australian. Pretending to be a black guy.
We supposed to be Mel Gibson or some shit.
Literally, he speaks with an Australian accent when he's not like black before he did it. I'm not even playing.
I know that they were thinking about somebody when they, because there's a lot of Australian actors: Tom Holland, Hemsworth, Mel Gibson.
I think that was
Tom Holland, Christian Bale.
No, he's British too.
Christian Bale's British too. Yeah.
But it's like. I see where you coming from, Ignacio, but I guess where I don't know where I'm different is I see that all the comics be offending people all the time. It just depends on who you talking about. If you talking about a female comic, for example, because I watch a lot of stand-up. If you see a female comic, she gonna say all type of offensive shit about men in general. They gonna shit on men.
Is it me, or are female comics really not that funny?
No, some are good. Like, there's this like I ain't gonna front. This fucking look. Shit. I gotta calm down. She fine as shit. Damn. This female comic, man, chocolate joint from New York, little joint, petite. She fine as fuck, and she's funny. She's funny. Not Chappelle funny, right? But how many people are Chappelle funny? How many? Not a lot.
0.00001%.
Like there's, I follow, I think 2 to 3 female.
What's that one Latina Angela Johnson?
Angelica Johnson.
Yeah, she's funny.
I follow, I think 3 female comics. Another one, this is a little white joint, fat ass. I ain't gonna lie, like, she has a fat ass, like, or a well-shaped ass. But she's funny. She's funny. She's funny. Like, yeah, she has her moments. She's funny, and but a lot of it is misandry, though. If you really pay attention, a lot of it is misandry. It doesn't seem that way because we're not as easily offended by misandry as we might be by something more specific. But if you really sat down and looked at the stand-up bits, they're always saying some shit about somebody, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's about
Well,
men or about women.
because female comedians understand that their demographic is females. So, what do females find funny?
Bashing men.
Bashing the
Bashing
shit
men.
out of
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah. So I mean, that's generally what female
And that's
comedian
the
content
bit,
is.
bro. Like that's the that like that's like them two joints. Even though I think they're good at what they do, they're actually good at what they do. They are, but the bit or the material is primarily misandry. Primarily, yeah.
Hey, what do you think about Felipe Esparza?
Don't know him.
That dude's
Don't know.
funny.
He's fucking terrible, country. He used to be funny, but that dude needs to get new jokes. He's like George Lopez. He needs a whole new act, bro. Like them jokes have gotten played and tired.
Maybe.
George
Yeah.
was funny. George was funny for a time. Like I liked early George, or at least a couple of years ago George. But it's
Yeah,
just like Ignacio says, like you need some new shit, dog. Like
yeah. You
some
need new
shit.
material.
It's like, what was the bit that George Carlin did where he was like, I just want to tell you that people I think that should be killed for doing dumb shit. Bro, I was dying. He just went on talking about
Oh
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
Like
Yo,
Jerry.
Jules.
Jerry Seinfeld's still funny, which is surprising, but he's still good. Like, yeah,
He is. I'll
he's
admit
still
that.
good. Like, he still has some shit. I'm like, wow. Go ahead, Jerry. Shit. Go ahead, Ignacio.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Carlin to me did one of the funniest fucking bits in one of his stand-ups like a few years before he died. I literally love that shit, and so when I see it, I can't stop laughing. It was kind of basically about the whole concept of organized religion, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
said, he goes, if God is so all powerful and so all knowing, why does he always need money?
He can't handle money. He knows everything. He's everywhere.
Yo.
handle
Another funny bit he had was when he was talking about like self-help books are pointless because if you did it yourself, you didn't need help.
Shout out to motherfucking Pedro Pantera. Get you some French fries. Yeah, like I guess once again, the reason that dude that was at that rally yesterday, I don't know. The reason that I didn't think nothing of it is because I watch a lot of stand-up or have watched a lot of stand-up, and I am expecting somebody to push the envelope. I am expecting taboo stuff. It's just that I don't know, stuff don't strike a chord with me. Like, to be honest, like I don't care. Like, what, you don't like Dominicans?
Well,
I don't give a shit.
The thing,
Zerg said he's from Puerto Rico, and he confirms.
Confirm
the
what?
thing is, Jules,
He
I was just gonna
confirms it
say,
is a fucking floating firework. Fuck is that?
And it's I don't know, like people are different, right? And I just think, like, personally, I don't identify with a lot of shit, or maybe certain shit don't bother me. It's like, yeah, you saying that, but you ain't talking about me. I don't know. Like, I heard it, and I didn't get that feeling like, oh, I should be mad. Probably because I'm not Puerto Rican.
Nah,
But
like
he
my
did-
family,
but he
like
did say a
roast
lot of-
each other
He
daily.
said, like, there was a joke. He said, I thought personally, I laughed. Like, that one I did laugh. Because he said some shit about how all the people came in here illegally. I don't know. I thought the shit was funny. But that's comedy to me, dog. Like, yeah, in comedy, everybody's trying to offend somebody. They're taking shots at somebody, dog.
yo,
Especially
Jules, but I was
stand-up.
gonna say just real quick, a lot of like great comedians can be funny without being completely disparaging, like fucking
Yeah.
this guy was. Like, there's guys like for example, that fucking dude Jim Gaffigan. That white motherfucker is funny, but he doesn't curse. He doesn't say nothing racist.
Is that the skinny dude that wears the
No,
glasses?
he's that fat, overweight dad that's always talking about like the shit that he goes through with his kids and his wife. Like, that motherfucker is funny, but he don't curse. He don't use no stereotypes of no other people. Nothing. He just does some funny ass jokes about everyday shit.
Yeah, but here's an example. There's a liberal comic that I follow, and I can tell he's a liberal. Very funny, but like the dude is funny. Like I wouldn't follow him if he wasn't. But he says offensive things about who? His own people. And it's like nobody's gonna get offended because you're talking about yourself. But essentially, that's kind of comedy. Like, yeah, a lot of comics, that's what they do. A lot of them, in one way, shape, or form, whether they're taking the piss out of somebody else or taking the piss out of their own people. That's a lot of what I see in the stand-up comic arena. They're like, yeah, they're gonna say something offensive.
Oh, that's true. I mean, they even take their own tragedies and turn them in and make them funny. Like Pete Davidson does that all the time. His dad passed away in the 9/11 attacks, and he jokes about it all the time, like on stage and at the roast.
Yeah, like So I don't know. I think personally, I think they should have hired somebody else. Not because offending this and offending that, but because it's like the dude just wasn't that funny. M.A. Bustamante said, "Saludos, ring back to boxing. If Rocky was made with today's boxers, Rocky would have won 50-50, then Duck Creed for a rematch. The Spider
That's funny.
That is hilarious.
That's fucking, but it's true though.
That's fucking facts,
No,
yo.
you know life's
what I
detected.
still laugh about to this day is Dave Chappelle's skit of the blind black dude that joined the Klan.
Yo,
That shit was.
no, 'cause you know what's funny? No, because look, listen, y'all. Like, I grew up when Comedy Central was on like regular digital TV, so I watched the airing of that for the first time when they first released it, and I never watched another episode of Dave Chappelle after that until I
Really?
was like, well, hold on, no, until I was like 14 or 15, and I started getting into weed, but. But like I remember telling my friend, I was like, "Yeah, man, I only ever watched one episode," and I described it to him. He's like, "Bro, that's the first fucking episode."
Rick
My
James
dude.
episode was great. The Prince
I
episode
literally
was great.
listen.
And what was the other one? The Wayne.
I liked that shit so much. I bought the first and second season. I got them right there. I love the John Mayer episode personally when they was playing the different instruments.
John, play the fight riff.
Fuck off.
Yo, what he said Spanish people like conga drums and piano and gibberish.
Yo, Jules, you missed the best part of that joke. When he has that motherfucker on the piano, he goes, Sanchez, go!
Yo, the one that got me was the racial draft when
Yeah, I was about to say the racial
said the Jizza, the RZA inspected.
Nah, my shit was I know black people.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucking dope. He's all, what is a Lucy? And then the fucking the kid, he goes, it's a loose cigarette. That is correct.
Correct.
I didn't even know what that shit was when I saw it. It's like, fuck, I didn't know what that shit was.
Well, can I say this? I don't know. Like, I look at Dave as kind of being a genius, right? So I don't know if it was planned. No. I mean, I think he's a genius, but like
he is.
This is subtle. It ain't just the bits that was funny, right? Why the fuck was that suit so big on him, bro? Like, if you go back and you watch the I know black people segment, yo, it looked like he wearing his Big Brother suit. B, the shoulders.
It looked like he went like a double X or something.
And that shit always threw me off. Like, yo, they couldn't find Dave a better suit than that, bro.
Somebody did a little
big ass shit, yo.
Somebody did a little meme clip where they were like, "Oh, P Diddy in court right now." And it's Dave Chappelle. He's like, "Oil? Who are you talking about oil right now when like, get the fuck out of here, let's go."
Oh shit!
When he was Black Bush. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I remember when they did the band shit. That's what's going on in the streets, Ness. You gonna do your taxes?
Nah, Jules, you know which one? You know which one was fucking funny as hell and nobody really talks about it? Was the World Series of Dice. That shit was fucking comedy. Ashy Larry.
Rick James was a habitual line stepper.
Yo, best part of that shit. You want this role, nigga? You gonna have to shoot me? Okay, pop.
No, I don't know why this shit killed me. But when he thought about Arsenio Hall eating cheese, yo, dog, I really lost it, bro. Remember, he talking to the movie producer, and he's zoning out. He's like, yo, I wonder what Arsenio Hall doing. Man, this good ass cheese. yo, I really lost it on.
No,
Yeah,
show,
and then
damn,
and then
this
fucking
good-ass
Arsenio
cheese.
turns to the waiter and goes, "Why didn't you ever tell me about this cheese?" And he pimp slaps the fuck out of him.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Yo, the Charlie
dog.
Murphy
Dude,
story.
Bro, that show was
still
way ahead of its time. It really was.
I
Honestly,
still
it
laugh
was.
about
It really was.
in the Wayne Brady one when he pulled out the fucking assault rifle and them dudes up. It's Wayne Brady. Break yourself, fool! And he starts
Talk about make Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X, huh, motherfucker?
Oh, shit. There was just so many. It was just so. Remember when he went to the white people restaurant and he started playing electric guitar? Motherfucker.
Yeah, John, that's the one with John Mayer. That's the one. Play the fight riff, John. And they start beating the fuck out of each other.
The dude elbowed the table. The bitch came out with her titties.
Hey, by the way, did you guys ever see the skit? I think it was on Saturday Night Live where Eddie Murphy was doing a reggae band and they were singing the song "We're gonna kill the white people, but we're gonna take their money first."
No, listen. No.
For real.
Wait a minute. Old Saturday Night skit, Saturday Night Live skit, with Eddie Murphy, dog. He did that before Dave. Remember when Eddie put on whiteface and he went to the bank and
Yep.
it, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean about comedy there. Yeah, somebody gonna look at that and get butt hurt. But that shit was funny to me.
It was
dog.
funny.
Like,
I mean,
Go
see, that's
ahead.
an example. Like, you
Borrow all
can't do
the
stuff
money
like that
you want.
nowadays because I remember back. Oh, sorry, go. I mean, because I remember like back, an old video of Jimmy Fallon surfaced of him like doing Chris Rock back in like 2000, and this shit the resurfaced like 20 years later, and he's coming out apologizing. Yeah, I didn't mean it. This and that. Chris Rock didn't even give him a hard time for it either. I think he kind of let him off the hook. But it's like that's why like stuff like that can't
I
be done
think
today.
you know what I think is like. I think it's kind of like what my man used to say. A friend of mine always used to say everybody's racist. And I didn't really agree with that then, but I kind of agree with that in a way now in the sense that different groups of people have opinions about entirely different groups of people. They all do. They do though. Like they all do. Like these people think this about these people and these people. So I think that a lot of the offense and a lot of the problems is pretending that they don't. Pretending that like, no, yeah, this is how people think though. A lot of people do. Groups of people.
I mean, it's just I think like a lot of people are to an extent, not a crazy extent, but just
yeah,
to
exactly. That they notice the differences in each other, which is where that, because obviously I'm not talking about hating people per se. No, we ain't talking about hating people now, but people do poke fun at each other, dog. Like they do,
I think because when we're operating around the word racism, we're operating based off of a negative context that. Racism is a bad thing. Well, yes, it is. But at the same time, there isn't always hateful racism because the term racism is you're judging people based off of
exactly. It's a demeanor. It's like if I say like, look, motherfucker might not like the shit, but look, if you on Broadway and you see a motherfucker wearing tight jeans and a tight ass shirt, yeah, that motherfucker Dominican, bro. Like, yeah,
or like if you know what I'm saying? Or if I say like black folks love, or if I say black folks love Newports, like that's not racist. That's like my observation throughout my life.
You know what?
It's not a negative context because it's not saying anything negative towards a people.
Put it this way. There are certain stereotypes that each group of people lives up to for their own people. It's just that way. And I think that's part of that.
I'm out here in this country ass motherfucker, right? And lo and behold, you gonna see the Puerto Rican joint hanging off of the rear view, the Puerto Rican joint on the shit. It's like, it's a stereotype of Puerto Ricans that.
Well, it's like when I walk out.
Puerto Rican motherfucker gonna let you know he is Puerto Rican. He gonna let you know. You gonna have a flag. You gonna have all the shit. It's like, people.
Yeah, like I'm walking outside with no shirt on my porch with my cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah, like it's I don't know, like I feel like we've become overly sensitive. What I think. I feel like we have like a lot of this shit rolls off the shoulder to me because I guess I see there's uglier things going on, and
I think there's not enough families fucking roasting each other anymore, bro.
Yeah, like
my family, we talk mad shit to each other all day, every day. So you get offended, like we're just not gonna fuck with you.
It just feels like coddling. It feels like coddling, like yo, you want to be offended. The truth is, a lot of motherfuckers hate each other anyway. Like that's what's really going on. And I don't know, man. A lot of shit rolls off my shoulder, I guess, because I got my ideology is it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could be worse.
The thing is, and we'll just get back to comedy real quick. You hear people going like, well, back in the day, it didn't used to be like that. I'm like, bitch, I got my parents' old Don Rickles shit on VHS. That motherfucker was making fun of people for being black, for being Mexican, for being Jewish. He was going after everybody.
Yes.
Honestly,
he cannot.
Yeah.
He cannot get. Like Don Rickles. He cannot.
The shit is Don was funny as shit though. That's the. You gotta get Don his flowers. Like, bro,
I mean,
funny ass dude.
Speaking out.
Don was savage, dude.
Don Rickles was. I remember he was on Letterman with Denzel in Washington, right? And he literally just turned to Denzel, like, "Why is he? Was he gonna clean up or something?" Like, I'm like, "Oh,
yo." You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Denzel laughing his ass off the whole time, like.
And just to get off of that, it's like I don't know, man. I always thought comedy is always gonna be something offensive said. That's how I always look at that. They're like, yeah, I remember the people, the alphabet people, they was mad at Dave when he said that shit. I remember that, like, yeah, they was mad at him.
Yeah, because the real issue is it's a slippery slope. Because, well, if you say that this one people or this one subject or this one thing can't be talked about, well, then it's just like you creating a protected class, and now comedy is no longer able to be comedy.
You can't do comedy.
Hi guys.
It's hard to do comedy if I would say, and to the credit of some comics, well, my hat goes off to them. Not everybody's material is based on that. We know that there are other comics out there, they don't even use that kind of shit in their material. Their material is their day-to-day lives. Some comics, but a good number of them, yeah, that's they have some offensive material. And in a greater scheme of things, most comics are like that. They're going to offend someone, whether it's men, women. They're gonna offend somebody.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You're talking about the rally?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah. I've been hearing you for a while, guys. I think you're missing the point. Because if that was a comedy show per se, I would totally agree with you. But that wasn't a comedy show. You use a. You wanted to say to rally people.
They got Leo.
Damn.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you now.
Can you? No, those motherfuckers just use a comedian to rally their people. That's what they call a rally. To say the shit they wanted to hear about the people they don't like. And listen, if you're doing it in a comedy show and you're on, especially do whatever you want. I don't care. I sometimes I enjoy some of the comedians say, but if you're gonna do it in a rally, you're trying to be inflammatory, especially if you're talking about that rally with that kind of candidate that is already polarizing figure.
I think this is how I think about what's being said. Do I think that this orange man is possibly a racist? Yes. You know who else I think is a racist? Joe Biden. I could think the same thing about those two candidates that are with different parties, just in a general sense. I think that because of your age, your upbringing, there's a high probability that you have certain opinions and demeanors that are not a reflection of these modern times. I could think the same thing about the both of you, but ultimately, the comic, remember where they are, Leo. They're in New York. That's a melting pot. So no, I think people are being butthurt, honestly.
The only Puerto Ricans I've seen mad about this shit are the ones who are on Twitter and are claiming they're Puerto Rican.
The thing is, there were Puerto Ricans coming out of the rally. I seen the video. I'm like, I don't know, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was cool. I'm like, bro, this was probably a sketch joint, because if he's saying this shit about these people and these people and these people, but hey, to each his own, because I don't even want to get deep into that political bullshit. I really don't. My bottom line is comedy is generally offensive. I know that because I consume a lot of comedy. I watch a lot of stand-ups. It's stand-up bits. It's generally offensive. They're gonna say something about somebody, and it ain't gonna be nice. Usually that's how it goes. And
But
I
the
hardly
twist
I
is they make
hardly
money.
think. See, they weren't in Arkansas, Leo. They weren't in Arkansas. They were in New York. So it's like I don't really think they went to New York. Yeah, we
I
gonna
think
be.
it's a little cheap to say that. Oh, they just wanted to say the stuff that those kind of people were gonna listen to and like. Like, no, bro, it's New York, dog.
But yeah, that's
Everybody's
what I
different.
mean. That there's context that, like, yo, you know that. Do I think the Orange Man is possibly a racist? I don't know him. That's why I say possibly. I don't know him. I can't say I heard him say something, right? But what do I think he is? Yes. Generally, I think that about a lot of people of a certain age group. Not even
What's this
because
guy's name?
I
Tony
don't know
Hinchcliffe.
Hinchcliffe.
Okay.
Tony
But
Hinchcliffe.
I'm
God, he
talking about.
sounds like a douche.
But I'm talking about the you know the candidates, the president elect and bro. I think that about people sometimes just because of their age. Because if you was raised in a certain time, you must have been doing certain
Yeah, I
shit. If
think
you
if
were
you're like 75 and up, maybe even 70 and up, you definitely got some racial
possibly, yeah,
tendencies,
like
bro.
it's a
My great
possibility.
granny is 92 years old, and God bless her, she's a sweet old lady, but she got some racial tendencies.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, man, I don't know, dog. Like, I can't call it. You can't tell someone to not be offended if they were offended. The most that I can say is, as a Hispanic person, I'm a first generation American. All my family, all my blood is elsewhere. I wasn't particularly bothered. It's like, oh, what am I supposed to get mad?
That's just because you have a sense of humor. That's why.
I guess, or like I said, my rationale usually is it could be worse. There's
Yeah.
worse things going on than this.
Also, as boxing fans, our tolerance for disgusting things is probably a lot higher than other people.
Yeah.
It could be that. Could be
That's
that.
a good point. That's a very good point. That's a very good
Yeah,
point.
that
Be that.
kind of has something to do with it.
I'm gonna take a shit. Leo, what do you think about Devin Haney calling out Jack Tuna Casserole? Go.
Okay, wait a minute. Was Carter calling up Devin Haney or
No, Devin called him
Haney
out.
calling out?
No, Devin was just
No,
trying to ride Jack's wave.
Catterall wrote something on Twitter, and then Devin responded.
Okay. Well, first, I don't know about y'all, but it's like I hope to God that fight doesn't happen because that's going to be one of the most boring fights in boxing.
No, Jules
Well, no,
was
I
right.
think what
That shit
happened
would be one of the
was
most
that,
boring fights ever.
I can't say definitively how it started out, but I do know the first things that I heard or that I was seeing was that Haney was saying like, because Regis said that Jack was the best guy he ever fought. And Haney took that up the ass and was like, well, he's just mad because I beat him worse. And Jack's like, well, congratulations, champ, whenever you're ready. And so we're talking about how Haney's going to do anything and everything to make that fight as hard as possible to be made.
God, why is it such a
How
pissing contest, man?
How
It's like,
the fuck did Haney beat him worse? Like,
Because he dropped him because that was his first knockdown and since Trump was back in office.
like yo.
Yeah. Okay. Devin has been getting a lot of money lately with his fight, so it makes sense for him to not get down from that kind of money. Now, who is gonna pay them? I don't really know, because I cannot picture fucking Turkey, His Excellency Turkey Alachi being interested on doing that fucking fight. I cannot.
Maybe if he beat Ryan Garcia, maybe if he won a Ryan Garcia,
maybe as like a co-main or an undercard fight, but I don't see that being a main card fight, Devin.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, maybe if he had beat Ryan, just maybe Turkey might have included him, but that didn't happen. He got embarrassed.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
What are y'all talking about? Haney's undefeated.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can say all he wants, but the video says otherwise.
You guys ain't
the evidence is still out there. But
how is he not?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how are you not embarrassed to claim you're undefeated and say, "Oh, the decision was overturned"? Bitch,
no, how are you not? Bro, like
whooped.
Haney got his ass whooped, and that same night they had 3 candles for each knockdown on a cake for him, saying "and still." And still, like, bro, y'all ain't embarrassed.
God. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Devin, plus he's not a draw. I'm sorry, he just isn't. You know, like especially by himself.
What was your
I mean,
first
No,
clue?
but it's like Jules said, he's gotten so used to being overpaid
Yeah,
that he's
yeah.
not willing to come down, and that's the problem.
Well, he's going to enjoy not fighting then and being inactive.
Yeah, and
So,
Jules said that too.
everybody's going to not going to pay you up the ass like every time, especially when your marquee value doesn't help. Because I'm sorry, it's
Exactly.
like I paid for the Pro Grand Loma fights, but nobody else, a lot of people did. So and he needs the right dance partner to sell. It's established now because
Yeah, I
Ryan.
paid for the Loma fight. I sure as fuck didn't pay for the Regis fight.
I bought it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was cool, so I didn't mind it. But yeah, overall, the
Look,
card was decent. That's why I minded.
But wait,
Yeah,
right,
I
dance
said it.
partner?
I said his
I
true
usually-
value was what Top Rank offered for the Sandor fight, and he knows it.
Yep.
Look, I
Bro,
usually-
that's not
usually
an
pay-
appealing fight.
You know what? If him and Tank fight, I hope Tank knocks him out. And I'm not even a Tank fan.
No,
Look,
see, that's the thing
I
that
usually
irritated
pay
me
a lot
about
of
the Ryan
attention to
lawsuit.
them. I usually pay a lot of attention to his fights. I mean, I watched the fight that I know what like fucking Julius falling asleep in the middle of the night. No, because I was interested in him because I
In
think
Haney.
he's a really good boxer. He doesn't have power, but he has good skills. But all my interest fell down when he lost because he lost. Now his loss was overturned, but he got his ass beat. So if he doesn't fight again, I will not be mad.
Shout out to the Gooch. I remember Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh hell
I didn't-
yeah!
I didn't find him funny.
What?
Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I need to go back. But I saw
no, he was just for a specific type of humor because some people liked him and some
He,
didn't.
he was really edgy. He did a lot of edgy humor.
maybe I gotta go back and watch those bits.
Oh, he
But,
would never last today with the way the LGBTQ and all the rest of the woke.
Oh, no,
God!
you can't,
They destroy him.
Now,
They destroy
they
him.
crucify him. But with Devin, I'm in a similar place with Leo. I'm there with To too. I'm there with a lot of that. You know that if you don't box again, I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
like I wouldn't give a singular fuck.
She's like the problem with these young kids. I'm gonna call them kids because that's what they are. It's like they're not sensible. It's like
little young
they're not out of
whippersnappers?
touch with reality. It's like they're just used to getting paid a lot. We're not
I think
realizing.
I think they're just overstating their value.
Yeah,
And it's annoying, is what it is. They're like, "Yo, relax, my dude. You saying we got to get Turkey for you to fight Jack Catterall? Do you even know how that shit sounds? We have to get
Bro.
Turkey for you to fight Jack. Why, motherfucker? What you think you supposed to get paid?"
I think to me, like the most inflammatory part about the whole lawsuit situation, to me personally, was how Devin's trying to blame Ryan for his stock falling, or like because he's using the
He's using, he did. That's a part of it. That is
what,
a part
why
of
am
the
I
lawsuit.
fucking brain farting right now? He's using the Sandor Martin fight as a gauge for like, well, Ryan for hurt my stock or my ability to earn. It's like, no, motherfucker. How much do you think a Stanionis fight? Excuse me, Stanionis fucking Sandor Martin fight is supposed to cost?
Bro, and we talked about that fight. I said it that, yo, on some real shit, people gonna get offended. To me, that's $1 million fight.
I think we need
I
more
agree.
pursuit, though,
I
bro.
agree.
That's
here's
the reason.
all
The reason I say, hold on. The reason I say it's $1 million fight. Honestly, Devin, I don't think you should get $1 million for that fight because that's not a hot ticket.
No.
Anybody does that fight, you rolling the dice, bro, because that shit is a categorical flop. Yeah, nobody want to see y'all two motherfuckers fight. You ain't gonna sell nothing.
No,
Perfect example. Y'all remember? Perfect example is like when Triller paid over $6 million to get the To Cambosos
Yeah,
fight.
because they didn't know what the fuck. Yeah, but
like-
even I'll say this before I pass it to Jason. Even that made a little bit of sense because T.O. was hot at that moment. He had just beat Vasyl Lomachenko, take over all the bullshit. No, they grossly overpaid. Bob knew that. Bob, like, bro, you don't put up crazy money for no Cambodia fight. That's not
what
a
I'm saying.
hot
It's just a
ticket, homie.
routine mandatory fight. Nobody knew who George was at the time.
Nobody
He was
knew
an
that
unknown, you know
dude.
what I mean?
It's the people that did know George knew he went life or death with Lee Selby. So
based off that, I was picking T.O. to beat him. That's what I thought at the time. So.
Go ahead, Jason.
Well, no, because Ryan's defense for that little charge is going to be ironclad. He's going to go, Your Honor, this is what Tank used to do. This is what he did fighting me, and this is what he did fighting after. This is what Devin Haney was doing, 100,000 buys with Lomachenko. Here's
Right?
a kid fighting me, and he's trying to accuse me of hurting his stock.
That case doesn't hold any water. Like the only part of Devin's case that might, and I say might, is the part where they're going after Golden Boy. But a lot of the Ryan stuff, oh, that's just fluff. Like, yeah, that's just motherfucker. We don't know what you would have made. You can't put a price on some shit. We don't know what you would have made. You was never gonna make shit with Sandor Martin, bro. You could have beat Ryan. You
No.
still wouldn't have been able to sell that Sandor Martin fight. Nobody
By the way,
wants.
did
Nobody
this
wants
fight
to
with
see
Regis
y'all
do less?
two.
Did this fight with Regis do less? How much buys did that do? It wasn't. I know it wasn't good.
I
but-
mean, they never put out a number, but that's a way of putting out a number.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
That just tells you what you need to know when they don't release the numbers.
yeah, like, because he had just did what 130 or 150 with Lomachenko.
You're right. Yeah. Over
And
that.
you gotta figure that the Regis fight did less than that because nothing against Regis, but come on, like
Yeah.
you
If you
ain't
don't-
Even though I
if
paid,
you
that
don't
fight
put-
should have been free. It should have been free.
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't put a number, you can assess that number around 50K or less.
Because
Yeah,
at least Loma had a fucking cult following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, the promotion for the show was spread across the biggest sports network in the country, so it did have more exposure and promotion than the Regis fight. But it's like that's why I'm kind of out of patience with Devin, because when I look back, yo, dog, you thought that fighting Regis pro grade belongs on pay-per-view? That's crazy.
We
Part of the-
immediately criticized that shit when it was announced. Like,
Part of the problem, like that's the problem. Like, bro, that fight like that don't belong on pay-per-view. What the fuck? And then when I seen he started with the Jack shit, I'm like, come on,
Okay.
you don't need Turkey for that. Turkey make Fury versus Usyk, Better B versus Bivol, Dubois versus Joshua, big boy shit, big money,
That's
big
what I
fight.
said.
Big fights
that's
that
not
fans
no main
want to
card.
see.
That's a co-main or an undercard fight at best, bro.
I think because honestly, if you ask me who Jack should fight next, I think he should get the winner of Paro.
Bro, I'd rather see Jack fight. I'd rather see Jack fight Subriel Matias before
Or that,
I want to watch him
or
fight
that.
Devin. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't want.
Like Devin
I
ain't my
don't
first
want
choice.
them to make that fight. Like, bro, that's another fight that it's like aesthetically, this is a horrible matchup, dog. Like, it's a
Yeah.
horrible style matchup.
And the
Because
worst
first
part
we
is-
need to see
hang on.
Devin rebound off that loss to see what he still got. That's what I'd like
No,
to see first.
The worst part is that Jack likes that looping punch, and Devin still likes dropping that hand when he throws a jab. So what do you think's gonna happen?
My dude, the shit is, I don't even want to see it. If you told me, oh, I think Devin wins on points and he's the better, but awesome, I still don't want to see that fight. It's
Bro,
gonna be
Jules,
that
nope.
boring.
Jules,
It's gonna
I
be
said it.
that
I said it
boring.
like only like days after the fucking fight. I said it on your shit. I said the only way Haney gains respect back is if he fights someone like a Matias or he rematches Ryan. That's the only way he gets his mojo back.
Look, because I'm past the point where it's about, oh, is he good? Is he this? I don't even care. I just want to be entertained. I really don't care. Like, if somebody says, yo, Devin would outpoint Jack, I don't give a shit. I don't want to see it. That's not a good style matchup. That's just not a good fight to make.
You motherfuckers aren't fighting enough for me to care about how good you are or not.
Yeah, like I'm over that shit. Like, and I say it all the time. That's just this crop of fighters that are grossly overstating their value. When yo, dog, we're supposed to be entertained. That's all. And you guys are not entertaining. You think you're like inventing the wheel or building rocket ships. This shit is not entertaining. right? Yeah, whatever, dog.
No,
I was more entertained watching Jack and Regis than any of y'all.
yeah, picture this. This is a Devin Haney versus Jack Catterall fight in a nutshell. Both guys fainting a lot, throwing jabs, and fighting a lot. And occasionally, one of the guys goes with a leg hook or the leg straight. And he misses, goes under, goes to a clinch, and everything goes again for 10 rounds. That's the fight.
6 to 10,
Yeah.
6 to 10
It
shots
plays
around.
out like that for like 10, 11 rounds.
Man,
Maybe like 6 to 10 shots around.
Man, Goat sounds like they're going really faint for faint there.
And that's why I'm not against. That's why I'm not against the Valdez Navarrete fight or the. I'm not completely against Espinoza versus Ramirez because hey, at least they're gonna fight, dog. They're gonna. Somebody gonna go to the hospital. Somebody's gonna have a hematoma. That's what the
If
fuck
somebody's
I'm
actually
watching
trying
for,
to
bro.
assault somebody, you know?
Yeah, like I don't want to see that fight. Like I'm like, you make the other thing is you had the whole rest of this year to put distance between yourself and that Ryan Garcia fight. That bro, you need to fight. You taking too long, bro. When Joseph Parker got knocked out by Joe Joyce, he didn't wait a year.
No, he did not.
He was back in a couple of months.
He got
That's
back to
how
work
you-
and got him with like 3 fights in like what, a few months?
I'm saying that's how you do that. That like the last time till you fight, the last memory we all have of you is you getting your ass beat. That's the last memory we got.
But let me
I'm
ask y'all
starting
this
to
right
think
quick.
that-
Right.
Hang on, brother. I'm
No,
starting
go
to think that Ryan Garcia is going to have a fight before Devin Haney at this point. Like, if that
He
happens,
might.
dog.
Probably.
He might. Honestly, he might have exhibition or something. He might because Devin's making it difficult because he doesn't want to go backwards on the money. It's
you
like
know Ryan's good with Jake Paul, bro.
no,
For real.
because but he was also talking about doing some shit in Japan. Don't forget about that. That he was talking about doing some shit over
Yeah.
there. It's like,
But,
dog, like
but-
you making some simple shit. You got your you got them to turn and you know rightfully so. He tested positive for a banned substance. So fine, you're still an undefeated fighter. Get out there and fight. What the fuck are you doing? They offer you Liam Pato. No. You're gonna ask for an arm and a leg for Jack. Like, this is the problem. This is the problem.
But speaking of like Liam Paro question, y'all remember when he was supposed to, considering that the recent run of form he's been on, he might have beat Regis if he fought him. What do y'all think?
Maybe. I mean, maybe like that was the other subject I wanted to talk about tonight. That I don't know about y'all. I don't know how y'all felt, but Regis didn't look shot to me.
I still have to watch the fight.
No, definitely not. It's
He
the
didn't
style matchup,
look
bro.
shot to me. Like I see people saying, Devin saying he need to retire. I'm like, I don't know, dog. I didn't see a shot fighter. What I see is, you just up against a style that is not good for
Exactly.
you. If they put you in there, one at a time. If they put you in there with a Steve Claggett, Regis can't knock out Steve Claggett. Stop playing.
Absolutely.
Stop playing. You can't stand in front of Regis, and that's the problem. You fought 3 boxers your last 3 fights. But if they get you some Roman Villas, some Gustavo Limases, some Steve Claggett's, the knockout's gonna come back.
Then we'll see what you got. Still.
As
Yeah,
captain
no, I
of,
didn't- I
as
didn't see
captain
no
of
style
the
fighter at all.
no, as captain of the Regis was Shot Club for a while, I didn't see a shot fighter either. But the only pushback I'll give is that Regis himself said he was getting tired in those later rounds, and that stamina may be an issue for him.
Yeah, because he's still at 140. Go to 147. Ain't nobody scary up there besides Boots.
Yeah, bro,
But
you 35, still making what you got to go up if you want to continue fighting. You know what I mean?
He's been at that weight he been at that weight for years. That's what that is. Like, bro, you've been at 140 for a long ass time. You got to move up.
And every time he made weight, his hairline gets pushed back.
Yeah, like, but I didn't. A shot fighter, like a fighter that I think is shot. Let me think. Like, I think Wilder's shot. He is shot, bro. Like, you can see he's shot.
I think Spence is shot.
Or Liam Williams or Ivan Baranchik.
Liam Williams is exactly.
Yeah.
Ivan Baranchik, another example of that. Bro, anything lands on Ivan, before he called it a career, because he did call it a career. If anything landed on him, he was so shot, Montana Love knocked him out. That's how shot he was.
Do you think AJ is a top fighter?
Yeah, he could be. Oh yes,
possibly,
he could
yeah,
be.
That's a real possibility, right?
It is.
Could be.
Because bro, it's not because every punch that Daniel like got in for Daniel seemed to rattle AJ immensely. It's like
No. It wasn't. I'm not saying that I think he was shot going in. I'm saying based on the times he was knocked down, if he wasn't shot,
No, yeah, the way he went out.
He might be now. He might be now.
could be now. He could be now. And I don't want to say no shit, but Tim. Yeah.
Another real possibility.
Because he get the way it's the way you got your ass beat, the trauma that might do to you psychologically, and what's your punch resistance gonna be like after that?
Bro, he already had his trauma going in by how he was touching his head in the first round. Like that was a concern. So
but shot fighters, like, you could tell when a guy is shot. Regis wasn't shot. It's just that dude's style is no good. And I said that, like, that dude's style is no good for him.
No, because Regis was doing good, bro. It's not like he was getting fucking dominated, bro. Like, it was a good back and forth.
It was a good competitive fight.
Oh, he made it competitive. It was good.
Yeah, it was competitive.
I missed it. I got to rewatch still. So
Yeah, no, it was a pretty competitive fight. Like you could see that Regis was getting in some decent shots,
okay.
but Jack is just the better man, and so it's definitely not a case of a shot fighter. It's absolutely the styles.
It's just a style nightmare for him.
Yeah, like
Another
if you
Exactly.
put Regis in there with Steve Claggett, I bet you he knock out Steve Claggett because he doesn't have to chase him,
he knocks
bro.
out Claggett in like 2 or 3 rounds, easy.
He doesn't have to chase him. But if they're gonna keep putting him in there with boxers, well, you're gonna keep seeing the same thing because
Exactly.
they keep making him chase him.
Like you put him in there with Hitchens, the same thing will happen again.
And the other shit is that where Regis is supposed to be a shot fighter because of these things, it's like, okay, then Teofimo must be shot, I guess. Because he look, bro, come on, Spence is super shot. Spence is super shot, bro.
Yeah, like why couldn't Teo put away a guy who was in front of him for 36? Couldn't put him down? Like,
put it this way, Sandor Martin put Teofimo down the same number of times that Jack Catterall put Regis down. So is Teo a shot fighter?
And these guys aren't punchers, are they?
Right? Sandor ain't no motherfucking puncher. We know that shit. That motherfucker knockouts in the single digits. Bro,
Look,
he got like damn near 40 fights. But he got like damn near 40 fights.
That's harder than I thought it was, to be perfectly honest.
Regis is a southpaw. It's not a particularly big southpaw for the weight.
No,
he doesn't have a massive reach in the way that other southpaw relies on the jab and the straight left hand. But he is a good counter puncher. He has good head movement. But that shit that you do when your fucking right hand is so low, that fucking shell is gonna prevent you for applying pressure to other fighters. So yeah, you're at this level. It's gonna be that very difficult for you to defeat
the same things you say about Regis, we can also say about Teofimo because he's another shell. He's another shell guy, just doing this, trying to be on the slick shit. It's like, yo, that's y'all both got the same problem.
Yeah.
Regis'
issue was like he could go up to 147, but I still think he's too small. He's going to be too small up there.
Yeah, but Mario Barrios is up there, bro.
Oh yeah, but he's got the height and length and reaching hard, and he's hard.
Listen, bro. If Mario Barrios could win a belt, dog.
Yeah,
Regis could do
he can beat that dude. Yeah, he can beat Mario. He can beat Mario.
I mean, like I ain't telling him to fight Boots, but like, come on.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. It's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, like guys, he could beat Barrios.
Bro, I'm not gonna keep catching these strays up here. Just fucking Mario Barrios. Y'all don't watch that motherfucker.
I in the back of my head, I knew that shit was bothering me.
This motherfucker's gonna leave this nigga alone.
Ain't fighting Abel Ramos on that Jake Paul card?
Yeah, he's fighting Abel Ramos.
Watch him lose. You
think he'll lose? I hope not. I hope not. I hope not.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I'm messed up. Just wishful. I thought that'd be funny.
Another thing I wanted to say about Regis that some people were complaining in the panel in the night of the fight was why he doesn't apply pressure, why he doesn't cut the ring. Because look, in my opinion, if your whole career using a shell, you are not gonna learn in 1 or 2 camps to learn how to use a high guard in a ring. No, that's not gonna be available for you in the way that, for example, a Canelo does or Alexander Usyk does. So no, you're never gonna cut the ring and corner the guy the way those guys do because you never had to do that shit. So Regis has to stay away from those fucking pure boxers and go beat some Claggets, beat some other
Paros, the Matiases, all that.
Yeah,
aggressive guys. Like. But the thing is that it's the reason you shout at the TV when it's going on, but it's not a huge adjustment to learn to do that. It's not a huge adjustment. It's more. If you think about it as using the corners, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're using the corners. The corner is your point of reference. You don't go where he is. You go where he will be. If you see that he's going that way, beat him there. Meet him there. So that when he gets there, you could pin him down. And if he moves, you move parallel to him. You don't go to him. You move parallel to him. As if you're mirroring.
The great thing about using a high guard is when you're applying it to a pure boxer, the high guard forces them to go to the body, which then forces them to drop their hands. and that's how you counter them.
Yep.
There are small that to us, on the outside looking in, they're small adjustments.
No, but it's what Leo said. This guy's used to you could see it on him that he's used to shifting his weight onto his back foot. He's used to hanging back. He's used to rolling the punches off the shoulder. He don't do that. That he's gonna stalk you and catch and shoot from the high guard. He's gonna slip and counter before he catches and counters because he's not that come forward guy. That's not what he does, but that's what he needs to learn. Like, yeah, you need to learn to come forward. Don't be afraid of the high guard. The high guard is your friend. Don't be afraid of
but
it.
my take is for some guys, especially a guy that in the stage of his career like reaches progress, it's too late. You're not.
I ain't gonna say that because if Zerto could find the Sugarfoot to be boxing and moving and setting traps and all that shit, it might not be too late. 35's not super old. It's not super old.
You've been watching Surdo for all these years. What's Surdo always had? A high guard. He never.
Yeah.
He always had a high guard.
You're right. But that's not how he's fighting anymore, bro. That's not how he's gonna fight Chris Billum Smith.
No, he's gonna box him. He's gonna
box him, bro. He's gonna move. Like, you crazy? He's not gonna try to get into a gunfight with that dude.
I'm actually quite amazed at the transition that Zerto was shown. I mean, he has like this style. He's good. Like damn, he's a good boxer.
The right trainer could, because what Regis needs is not a major adjustment. It's not a major change. It's not a 180. You just need to figure out that one thing that you don't know how to do, and the rest will. Because he's strong. He's still like, bro. There was moments in that Catterall fight looked like he could have took him out, but you just can't close the distance to save your life.
Like, he needs to bring in a guy that can teach him how to do that, or just at least show him.
Roach,
there you go.
Robles, Garcia. Try them.
But he ain't retiring.
Might be a better, because Garcia is known for pressure, so he's gonna know how to at least give him some kind of advice to him.
Who y'all got winning that Ramirez Barboza?
Who gives a shit? That's my answer.
Here's why. Arnold is ranked at number 1. Jack Catterall is ranked at number 2 via the WBO. Whoever wins that fight is probably the next WBO champion. Whoever wins that fight.
But Jules, gun to my head, I'm gonna go with Barboza to win the fight, just based on styles. I think points decision.
It's one for Barboza, one for Ramirez. Jason, who you got?
I got Barboza. I think Jose Ramirez doesn't want anymore.
You agree with that, Country?
Yeah, I do. I think Barbosa's gonna get it.
Real talk?
Yeah. No, I agree with Jason though.
I don't know, man. I mean, Arnold looked like shit in his last fight. Y'all remember that?
I remember. I thought he lost. I thought, but
I thought he lost too.
Jose, but he hasn't looked any better in my opinion. As well, has he?
I can't even remember the last time Jose even fought.
Has it been like a year since he fought?
Did he fight Rancis Bartholomew this year? Or was that last year?
That was a good fight. No, he didn't look bad with Rance, as a matter of fact.
That was earlier this year.
I thought he got hurt in that fight.
He's landing some shit. He's landing some shit.
But ever since Josh Taylor beat him, it's like he ain't like something is just I think he lost his drive. It's just something is missing.
Maybe this will spruce him up. Maybe this will liven him up. One thing I'll give Jose is he don't be in boring fights. Arnold does.
Nah. Oh yeah.
Arnold is a boring motherfucker.
The only thing that makes me question that my pick is that guy is really big for 140.
They both are.
I don't think. Yeah, but Ramirez, I think he has been having problems with the weight lately.
No, that's true. His last fight, his fight with Bartholomew was at welterweight.
Ain't he like 5'10"? Ain't he like 5'10" at 140? That's big for 140.
Yeah, the fight with Rancis fight, that was at like catchweight at welterweight, I think.
It was a good fight though. That was a good fight. I like that. I remember that fight. That was a good fight.
I'm probably gonna get flat. Y'all probably might not agree. I never really thought much of Jose Ramirez, to be honest. Like,
I don't know. I might have to go with Jose because Arnold is just, bro. Arnold is the dude that struggled with Jose. Well, they both struggled with Jose Pedraza, as a matter of fact.
They did. Jose is that dude. Jose is that dude.
I can't hold that against him.
Jose is that dude, though. He's like, ever since he's gone to 140, he hasn't been stopped.
He gets some fucked up haircuts, but he is that dude.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know
Yeah.
why he decided to drop down to lightweight to fight Keyshawn Davis. And I went right when it happened. I said he's going to get stopped, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Money, bro, money.
I know, but it's
I,
like,
I
bro,
wanted to say something about related to that and with the Team Sue versus Marquez Allen fight. Look, I understand that the only real footage of that fucking guy is against Kolkai. Yes, but to be honest, I was thinking, okay, maybe Kolkai can solve it, but I was wondering, has anyone really looked good against Kolkai?
Not really. Andre looked bad.
oh yeah,
Yes,
Gary
but
Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Gary Vaynerchuk,
Yeah,
he
Colque
struggled too.
Colque is a spoiler. He's not a guy that you
he
look
is.
good
I think
against.
Andre won a split decision against him. So yeah,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody. No, I'll say this: Abbas Aru. He didn't look great, but he should have won. Koke got a gift. I remember. I seen that fight. Abbas Aru, the German, the African kid who's based out of Germany. He should have won. And but to Leo's point, did he look good? Did he have it easy? No, it wasn't easy, but he should have won. He definitely
And
should
that
have
was
won.
that was the first time he was stopped on a fight because he has losses, but he
He was never stopped. He was never knocked out. That's true.
So Bakram, right? So Bakram got him.
Yeah, but he's fucking 37, Leo. That matters too.
Yeah. 38 now. I think even older than that. But he's pushing 40.
Yeah, Colque retired though, so he's done.
After that he quit.
Yeah, he retired. I saw an article where he said he was calling it a wrap and that he was going to go into boxing to be a trainer.
Nice.
That's not a bad idea. He years of experience. He was good though. Colque was a decent boxer though. Underrated.
He never became champion, huh?
Unfortunately, that was his best bet, man.
He
That was
he held a paper title at 54. Remember, Andre beat him for it.
Which one though?
He held like the interim WBA, Jules, when he lost to Andre.
Yeah, but motherfucker don't count that shit.
Nah,
motherfucker don't count that shit. That's that. They should rename that the Gervonta Davis title, bro.
And then read West
The tank title.
Tony Hinchcliffe bit was good, not his best, but good. It's comedy. People get the stick out your ass. But
yeah, I'm sorry. Them dudes that were clowning him on Twitter saying they opened up for him and that he fucking sucked. I'll take their word for it.
I'm doing shit. I ain't gonna say nothing. What else, man? What else? Is Oshaki gonna win his belt back?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Because they did him dirty last time, man.
They robbed him.
That was dirty.
Ain't no fucking money in Conceição having that belt, dog. There is no money in that.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Go give him a hometown fight in Rio?
Exactly. My motherfuckers down there don't watch boxing in Brazil, bro.
Exactly.
Hold on. They watch all that capoeira, jingutsu shit, right? Don't they? What's
No, they watch kickboxing.
There you go. They watch dick boxing.
I'm saying, but you put it best.
I fucking hate you, bro.
I mean, you put it best. They give the title to Robson because they tried to give it to the Unified with Navarrete in a rematch. So that but still, it's like
we don't need a Navarrete Contessa rematch, bro. Come on.
I mean, that was a good fight.
I'd rather see Oshaki fight than Navarrete.
Look.
All Navarrete fights are good.
No, there you motherfucking go. Give me. Well, this the thing. But this the thing. I don't think Navarrete is gonna win this time. I have Oscar. The shit is, dog. He coming down from 35 off an L.
Yeah.
When's the last time he made? When's the last time Navarrete made 130?
But Oscar's been in a lot of wars, Jules. At some point, that shit's gonna fall apart.
But he did his thing with Liam Wilson. He beat his ass.
He did.
True, but he took some punishment in that fight
I thought Liam was gonna get him. I'm not gonna lie.
Liam was winning. Remember, Liam was winning that fight before he decided, "Oh, I'm a puncher now," and then just did half the work for Oscar, got in his range.
The weight cut is what does it for me, dog. I don't trust Navarrete at this point. Not yo-yoing in weight like that. 130, then 135, back to 130. No, he had titties in his last fight. Now he's trying to slim fast. I don't trust that shit. I got Oscar.
But I think Oshaki's I think Oshaki's the dark horse at that weight. What do y'all think?
I don't know, because if it comes down to him and Oscar, that's different. If it comes down to him, if Oscar wins his fight and Oshaki wins his belt, that's a tough fight to call, dog.
Yeah, I'd
Tough to call.
edge Oshaki just a slight edge.
The problem with Oshaki is if you put him in there with Oscar, he may not do enough to get the decision. And you know it's going to be an Oscar's neck. This is in a world where Oscar wins the Navarrete fight. He wins the fight.
Oh yeah, damn.
They're gonna do it in his neck of the. He sells tickets, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're gonna do it in his neck of the woods. He sells tickets.
Yeah, not mine. Yeah, then that just goes in his favor entirely.
That's what I'm saying. And Oshaki, like, he should not have lost his belt to Conceição, but there were too many quiet moments. Like, yo, dog, y'all got to do something, dog. You got to do more. You got to throw some punches. You got to let your hands go.
You should have judo through him like Shakur.
Like Nick Ball, bro. When Nick Ball ain't punching, he trying to judo toss you, bro. He trying to hip toss you.
But I would say this about Oshaki: is like he does have the capability to take the fight out of the judge's hands. He did that with Rocky Hernandez.
With Rocky, yeah, but Oscar, credit to Oscar, that motherfucker got a chin, dog. That motherfucker could take a beating.
Punch resistance has to go sometimes.
Exactly, Jules. That's what I'm afraid of in the Navarrete fight.
Yeah, but
that
you really
punch
think
resistance could go.
You think Navarrete gonna be cracking like that coming down from 35?
I mean, it's not like he was inactive when he fought Baranchuk. It's not like he wasn't throwing punches in that fight.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you don't think it's going to take something out of him going back to 30?
If the fight would have been right away after the Baranchuk fight, yeah. But he's had a whole lot of time to get down to 30. So I don't think it should be that much of a factor.
Nah, he's got some time. I think, yeah, he's had a lot of time.
Bro, he had titties. His titties was jiggling in that fight, dog. Had the Sidney Sweeneys, bro. Titties.
He's one of the few people who I've seen that looks skinny and fat at the same time.
Bro, he's skinny fat, bro. Like Zerto. I told you.
Just fleshy. Just skinny but fleshy.
I told you, if you leave Zerto on the porch for the whole afternoon, you're getting Navarrete. He's sun-dried Zerto.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking, bro. They look just.
He's raising Zerto.
Oh,
sun-dried Zerto, bro. You know what I'm saying? You put him on a salad, put a little Navarrete on that shit. Sun-dried Zerto, bro.
Beef jerky Zerto? What the fuck,
You know what I'm saying?
My fucking heat shrink Zerto Ramirez.
There's a lot of fights, though, man. There's Bottle Hitchens. Like, there's still a lot of fights left, y'all know. Bottle Hitchens.
Yo, Jules, and you still haven't even brought up JoJo and Axeman.
When is that, bro? When is that?
November 9th.
Oh, snap.
Right, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for that shit.
Y'all want to watch that?
I'm gonna go with Axeman. I'm gonna go with Axeman.
I
don't think JoJo has the power to put a. He got the volume. He's got volume. He always had volume, but not power. Not power. Might have to go with Axeman.
Y'all got the Paro Hitchens fight.
Wait. How old is Axeman?
He's up there. He's like 36.
38. He's 38.
Oh shit! There you go. Yeah.
He's older. Yeah.
What Axeman are you guys talking about?
Nicholas Walters.
Nicholas Walters, bro.
What? He's coming back.
He's been back, Leo.
He's been back. He had like 2 comeback fights.
He started fighting again last year. Leo, where you been?
Yeah, on Pro Box, bro. And but the other thing is he's been looking good though. Is the thing that he's not just fighting.
What weight is fighting?
135.
Yeah.
What fuck you
I'm gonna go with Axeman just because I want to come back to Trail to keep going. I love that shit.
I don't mind that. And here's the other thing. Imagine this shit. Axeman versus Zepeda.
Oh, William would fuck him up.
I'll take that shit.
Yeah.
I'll take that shit.
The William would fuck him up. He would.
But
you know what though, Jules? I hate to ruin your idea. Why do I have a feeling that if Axeman keeps him rolling, that Tank wouldn't try to snatch him up?
Because he can punch.
But then why would he fight Zepeda?
Yeah, Tank doesn't fight punchers.
Well, when the fuck was Tank gonna fight Zepeda?
No, that's what I mean. Like, so who's he gonna fight if he ain't fighting Lamont Roach?
Bro, man, that
motherfucker.
But hasn't the event been pushed back? Or
wait a minute. If he goes supposedly, if Nicholas Warses win this fucking fight, if he goes for Gervonta, I will not be mad. It's a good fight.
That's not a
If he-
bad
if
fight.
he's-
Listen to me. That's not a bad fight, right? But Javante don't fight punches like that. He's not gonna fight that dude. He's not gonna fight nobody that can punch. If it was about fighting a dude that could punch, Brody, you could have fought De Los Santos. He made Shakur look bad.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to fight nobody that could punch, and he don't want to fight nobody that could box. He just want brain dead opponents and shit. Like, you really ain't good at nothing, huh, Frank
Because
Martin?
I mean, I was rewatching that Pedraza fight. Because I was rewatching that Pedraza fight, and Pedraza was giving him some work. So I'm like, no, yeah, that's the moment where you realize you really ain't as good as you think you are, Tank. So that's where the protection started. That's why fucking Pedraza was his best fight.
Personally, I don't think I mean, like, Axeman wouldn't be a bad shout, but if he still has power, and I don't see Tank fighting nobody that could crack. Why the fuck else you think they landed on Lamont motherfucking Roach?
Yeah, look, it is true. Gervonta Davis knocked out fucking Frank Martin, but Frank Martin was piecing him out.
Yes.
Till he got
till he got tired.
Yo, you remember that fight? It looked like Frank was about to win a fucking decision. He was catching him coming in and all that.
But he gassed.
He was getting hit hard. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, I don't know if someone is gonna knock him out. I'm talking about Gervonta Davis. But if you can withstand the power, you have a really good chance to win a decision against that guy.
I'll say that you know how punchers go out, Leo. When punchers go out, they go out. Tim Kazoo, Anthony John, motherfuckers that can punch. When they get knocked out, they really get knocked out. So
that's true. That happened to Julian Jackson, unfortunately, too.
I'm talking about a guy that because every Gervonta Davis fight is on a script. It's something going on there. I'm not talking about they're rich, but these guys they're not there to win.
No.
If you keep getting the world-class opponents, it's gonna come the moment that a guy is gonna go the distance, and the judge is gonna say, "We have to give it to this other guy because Gervonta didn't do shit to win."
I mean, it's PBC, Leo. Come on now, that ain't boxing. Them motherfuckers decide who wins the day before the fight,
or the day of.
Javante losing a decision. Pigs must be flying.
Bro, I got a better chance of titty fucking Sidney Sweeney, bro.
For real, like they not gonna let that little motherfucker lose a decision. Come on now, Leo.
Did y'all know that Sidney Sweeney's playing Chrissy Martin in the movie?
Yeah, I seen that shit, man. Damn, I want to titty fuck her.
Slap my shit right between them things.
Spacing her titties all warm and shit. It's nice and warm like a hot pocket. You ever stick your dick in a hot pocket?
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Bounty. That's a bounty.
Bro, that's ring IQ lore right there.
Snack IQ.
Matter of fact, speaking of hot pockets, like, let me ask y'all something. Y'all remember in Austin Powers how Dr. Evil kept offering people hot pockets? Why did he keep doing that? Try the hot pockets; they're breathtaking. Like,
no, I don't know. I was thinking about that bottle Hitchens, man.
Who y'all got net?
I don't know. It's so odd that they put that shit in Puerto Rico. Like, why did you take that fight to Puerto Rico? I don't understand that.
Because they gotta show everybody it's not a floating island of garbage.
No, seriously, that you weren't they, because everybody got a homecoming fight. Regis got a homecoming fight. Boots got a homecoming fight.
Matias did.
Jules, I saw something. I don't know how true it is, but I seen something where they asked one of the people who was involved with Paro and Eddie Hearn negotiating. Supposedly, the rumor is Eddie Hearn tried to go to Australia to give Paro the homecoming fight, but according to this guy who they interviewed, he said that Eddie Hearn wanted the Australian government to put up all the money for the fight. Like, Eddie wasn't trying to come out of pocket for nothing except the purses. And the government was like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Yeah, see, do you know why that's crazy? Because you put up the money for the pro-gray homecoming. The two homecoming fights that were worth doing was the Boots homecoming. We know that did very well, and Matias's homecoming because yeah, they came out for Matias. They came out for that show at El Coliseo. They came out for that one. But it's like, yo, dog, like it's kind of fucked up that I don't know. Like I feel like they doing them dirty. Liam.
I think I know what's going on. I think they're trying to keep Pato out there so to build up hype for Matias rematch in the Puerto Rico.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. But Matias, you know he got a pay-per-view coming up. You gonna buy it?
Fuck no.
It's like $30, bro. Like I can't get over that. Like your shit costs more than Fury and Usyk. You know that, right?
It's $30. That's
fucking
$31
wild,
too many.
bro. How much was the first Usyk Fury? Wasn't it like 60, 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, around there, yeah.
What's it gonna be now?
Who's gonna be the broadcast?
It's gonna be 20, bro. It's gonna be 20.
Who's gonna be
That's
the
a
broadcast?
fucking steal, bro.
That shit is gonna be on the payperview.com, I think. It's not on
Yeah, and
DAZN.
he's fighting a dude named Roberto Ramirez, who nobody fucking knows who that is.
Nobody knows that the theme of the night is Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Every fight on the card is a Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight. Every fight. I think Emmanuel Rodriguez is on that shit too. I think he is. The IBF
He
guy.
could be
from
Jules
118.
because he's promoted by that same promoter.
Yeah, I recall seeing him on that shit. So it's like, but damn, my dude, $30? You kind of
Bro, watch
bugging.
that shit sell more than Regis Haney.
Fuck around. Fuck around. What I'm really hoping is that they just laundering drug money, that they're not expecting nobody to buy it. They're just going to pretend people bought it to launder some drug money. Because I still feel in my heart Subriel sells drugs.
Well, yeah, he was a former criminal who was convicted and did time in jail.
Yeah,
so.
like he's a smart kid. Like you got to sell them drugs, bro. You got to do that.
you know what it is. The fentanyl is paying really good right now.
Yeah, like they selling 20s and fucking 8-balls in the fucking stands.
Yeah, for real. Like that's what it's all about. They probably laundering some drug money.
Yeah, let me get like 33 beers and a 20. You know?
For real. You know,
Yo,
other
the
than that, what y'all think about that shit? DK Canelo is trying to fight Better Beef.
No.
Okay.
No.
Y'all fuck, and I fuck with Canelo, but nah, I don't believe that shit. No.
Maybe if
Nah, I believe the Eubank. I believe the Eubank rumor more than I believe that one.
I believe the Eubank rumor, but like, nah. Come on, B. Canelo's a good kid, and I got nothing but respect and love for that kid. But he not fucking suicidal, bro. He ain't. That's a suicide mission. Like you don't beat that dude, bro. You don't beat that dude. You gonna have to get Thanos to beat that motherfucker.
You don't walk out of that ring of your own power against that dude. Let's be for real here.
You don't beat that dude. Like as much as I like Canelo, if he were bigger, he'd have a fighting chance if he were bigger. But you're missing so much, bro. I mean, the only reason Bivol even survived this dude was from moving around so fucking much, bro. You had to move all 36 minutes.
I mean, it's like Bivol stood and fought more aggressively with Canelo than he did with Beterbiev. So what does that tell you?
No, he fought more. No, he actually fought more aggressively with Beterbiev. If you look at the punch stats, he threw more punches. It's just he had to retreat so much at times. You know, like
yeah.
He threw 5 and 6 punch combinations at Artur, and it didn't do nothing to that dude, dog. Like he didn't do nothing.
Yeah. I just mean he stood his ground with Canelo more than he did with Beterbiev. I mean, he was on a retreat more.
Yeah, but he if you look at the punch stats, he let go of more punches.
I know the punch stats, yeah.
With Canelo, yeah. He threw more punches with him. It's just Artur's a fucking irresistible force, bro. Like you can't keep this motherfucker off.
He's a force of nature, bro.
For real, like I don't see nobody at 75 beating that motherfucker. Nobody. Well, Bivol might win the rematch.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Aside from Bivol,
I mean, it's Beterbiev, Bivol, and everybody else, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like nobody beats those two.
You know what I'm saying? Bivol might win it. You just got. I think it's the variety of punches he's got to use. That it's a subtle difference, but I feel like it'll make a difference. If you look at all Bivol's combinations, they were all like this. They were all like that.
Yep.
I'm not seeing enough uppercuts. Uppercuts a nasty punch to get hit with if you don't see it. So it could do a lot of damage. You think Artur would be fucking people up with that shit? Uppercuts, bro. You don't see that shit? Remember Artur being that high guard, put an uppercut in there. Maybe you could hurt the old motherfucker. I don't know, man. He's a bad dude, man. He's just a bad dude. Can't say nothing.
Do you guys think that Dimitri could improve it to actually hurt Artur? Because I don't think he really hurt him per se in this first fight.
I never saw him hurt him. Never saw him hurt him.
No, but in reality, Julius, you know what he needs to do in that fight to win. He needs to clinch.
Clinch, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
clinch. If I'm in his corner, what I tell Dimitri is let 2-3 go and then hold him.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, 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 hold him. Pop, 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 hold him. Pop, pop, just fuck it.
Now, people won't like that, but it's good.
They won't like it, but sometimes
But
that's what you got to do. You can't run from him because then that's what costed you the fight before. You can't run from him, you know, but you can't just stay in one spot and trade with him either. So get shots off and hold. That's the solution. You know, people gonna complain, but you know, give him a better fight next time. You know, when you fight another guy, you know, we'll see. We're gonna call it a night on that. We'll be back on Wednesday to talk that shit.
Y'all. Good night, y'all.
Yeah.
All
right.
Not Wednesday. Matter of fact, probably
Happy New Year,
Halloween too. I'll probably go live on Halloween night on my Spider-Man shit.
Sure. Y'all be there.
On my
Hell yeah.
Spider-Man shit. See y'all,
Night.
motherfucker.
Happy New Year, fellas.
Peace.